Let's let us take a moment to respect the no swearing oath because YouTube has decided. Are you dealing with this too? YouTube has decided that like swearing is very bad,
15
much
seconds,
worse. Right? Yeah, but it feels like a lot of the videos we're uploading, like the Rampage interview, I don't know what we talked about in it that like was too much for the algorithm or something, but like we've tried to upload that thing many times with lots of swears edited out, and they're just not going. I don't know. It's not like, I mean, it's got to be way less offensive than any of the Korn interviews or probably a lot of the stuff we talk about on this. You know, it's not like Rampages.
I heard y'all keep getting age restricted.
A little bit here and there.
You be getting age restricted?
No.
I love getting age restricted because I don't want these kids watching this anyway.
Yes, you do.
This is 18 and up content, my friend. Nah, you're right. Do you have that happen where you go to watch something and it's age restricted and you can't watch it on your TV?
When you don't sign into YouTube?
For some reason, even though I'm signed in, I've been signed in on this TV for years. When I go to watch, like I was watching Fulcrum videos, and like half of the ones I clicked on, probably the good ones, I had to like go use my computer in the Jack Shack and watch it back there. Had to beat off to it because I was in the Jack Shack, went in Rome.
Fulcrum getting in a fight or almost getting in a fight in 7-Eleven is such incredible content. And the fact that he apologized at the end of the video too, like for kind of getting on bro's helmet.
That was the first interview that I ever had Yuri as a co-host on.
I love that interview.
You ain't bought him back since.
Well, it was like a week ago.
Oh, it was a week ago. I'm thinking this back in the day or something.
No.
Oh, good. Yeah, good job.
But it's like Yuri and I mean, House Phone gave me that idea. House Phone was just like, you got to have Yuri on it. Because I didn't realize that they knew each other and they had done a video together. But then they also, like, personality-wise are very similar. You know, just like lost California youth who are just smoking themselves into oblivion.
Those stony skater boys.
Can they really skate? I don't know. Fulcrum got moves? Yuri got a few moves.
I've seen Yuri.
Yuri got some moves. He can skate a little bit. I don't know how nice Fulcrum is. Actually, I think he might have told me in the interview, but I'm too high to remember. Anyway, I also just wanted to mention, hey, shout out to Fashionova for these dank black jeans I'm wearing right now. Gee whiz, I sure do love marching around in my Fashionova fit. Anyway.
That's all I got to say about Fashionova?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to shout out my boy Cool Kai, man. You know what I'm saying? He sent me some of these kicks, man. You know what I mean? They kind of, hard to get.
Who's Cool Kai?
Cool Kai, man. Air Kais. You got to fuck with them.
I got to learn about it?
Yeah. They got well, I ain't going to say.
Little granite floor aesthetic.
Little marble floor, you know what I mean?
Come on.
But speaking of Kai, do you remember the hitchhiker? The crazy hitchhiker with the red bandana, and the basic story was that there was like a car accident where a guy was like attacking a woman or something, and he walked up with like an axe and like beat the guy in the head. He was like a hitchhiker, and he like beat this dude bad with this axe, and I don't think killed him, but like seriously, did he kill him that first? No.
Kill him.
He didn't kill the first.
No, the dude was driving a car.
Did you watch the documentary?
I watched it.
The homie did too. He's shaking his head.
So this guy like drove his car into this random woman, and the guy Kai was in the car with him. He had been picked up as a hitchhiker, came out with a hatchet and started smashing this guy over the head to save this woman because.
Did he get in trouble for that?
But then, okay, so the news camera or the news crew puts a camera on him, and dude proceeds to just go like, yeah, man, like he gives this insane rant that I'm not gonna play because even though it's fair use, they're totally gonna get us. But he just gives the craziest rant and talking about beating this guy with the axe, and he's like, smash, 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 and it's like. It's one thing that you like protected this woman, but you're not supposed to be like gleeful about the fact that you just attacked somebody with a hatchet, actually, not a hammer. But that's the beginning of it. I'm not going to spoil the whole rest of it, but I'll spoil it. He's in prison.
It's
now,
crazy
so.
like that?
Well, he caught a body, bro.
Josh said it's wild.
He catches a body like later on, like completely
unrelated. Well, you just
unrelated.
said you wasn't going to say nothing about it.
Well, it was all in the news and stuff. It's kind of pretty well known.
The story's been out there. That was literally one of the first viral YouTube videos ever.
I remember that.
Was the interview of this guy.
It was awesome. And it turns out, like, because there's a whole, like, reality show crew. Like, the chick who made the Kardashians reality show is, like, hanging out with them and trying to sign them to a deal to do a reality show and everything. And they start to realize pretty quickly, it's funny seeing these, like, super Hollywood types, like, the fakest LA people you've ever seen in your life who act like they have like friendships or like that. Oh yeah, I had a friendship with Kai. It's like, no, you're trying to get him to do a documentary for you or a reality show or whatever. It's like the fakest people on earth dealing with this dude who is a certified tweaker. And as far as I can tell, he don't need drugs to be a tweaker. Like, he's been really messed up since birth, and he tries to like tell the world that he's messed up because his mom tortured him and kept him locked in a cage and stuff like this. But then they show his mom. His mom seems incredibly normal and like basically says that he had serious mental health issues his whole life. So I feel like he was just like a demon child that came out just super messed up from day one.
Well, isn't he? He's supposed to be like a pretty polarizing character. Like, a lot of people have different opinions on him.
But once you really watch this documentary, I think it's going to be hard for you to walk away from it being like, oh yeah, he's an all right guy. Like, no, he's a deranged, messed up person.
He looked kind of like he's got like Carrot Top looks to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see a picture of him.
Oh, you're going to know right away. But the thing about
He
it
looks
is,
like he'd be at the Gathering of the Juggalos, 1,000%.
he looks like you'd be at a Fish concert.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Lush One battle rap.
Somewhere in between. A battle I hosted in
Take-
I've seen him before.
You remember him, right? Kai,
remember
the
him.
hatchet-wielding hitchhiker.
That was a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying. One of the first viral YouTube clips.
Bro, he's
ever.
doing like 60 years now.
What's the first YouTube clip you remember?
What was that? Like Unforgivable? Is that what it was? What's the dude's name?
Oh, the chicken sandwich and everything.
Yeah, that dude is. He needs to be on No Jumper one day.
I had that whole thing like in my head because I had so many homies who thought it was the funniest thing ever, and they would just repeat it all the time.
You didn't think that was funny?
Oh, that was funny, but I didn't.
Wait,
Like,
which one?
What's he saying? Like, go get me a chicken sandwich and waffle fries.
I like the little boy said, I like turtles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was classic. You know
That's
what I
one of them ones.
I still say that all the time. I got Parker saying it the other day. I like turtles.
Are y'all deep enough down the YouTube rabbit hole to know who Chad Warden is? Chad Warden?
No. Who's that?
You know, Josh knows who Chad Warden is for sure.
Josh is a
Yeah, this
warden.
was early days, like internet viral stuff. This kid threw the most legendary party.
Oh, that's what they made
ever in
Project
the-
X up after?
Pretty much, yeah. They
in
made-
Australia,
The
right?
nigga from Australia?
Yeah.
No, Chad Warden was like an Asian kid, and he was talking about Xbox, and he was just like, and he just had he was using like hella slang and talking about like how he was dropping N-bombs and all this, and was like it was a super popular clip.
What happened? Nigga
back in
said
the day.
chocolate rain.
I interviewed him.
You did?
Tay Zonday.
Tay Zonday.
When?
Not 2019.
How's
He was
doing?
cool, and we filmed him smoking weed for I think the first time on camera.
That was chocolate kush.
Chocolate Kush, yeah.
Chocolate Rain
No,
was
he says chocolate weed after he hits it.
that was
Oh,
actually
they go that nigga right there.
that was a deep
What is
song.
he, Indian?
Black, I think, black and white or
That
black
song
and
was
something.
really deep. If you like read the lyrics to it,
Wow, was it about being gay or something?
I don't think so.
He's gay?
I don't know.
I think it was like about like racism or something.
Yeah, that was it. That sounds
Yeah.
better. Yeah, it was about some highly controversial social issues. Something like once I learned about it, I was like, "Damn!" Everybody was singing along to that, but I can't remember what it actually was about.
It's about being gay and racist, you know. all
Probably
kinds
both. It's one of my favorite combos. I love a gay racist.
Haven't you been chopping it up with a bunch of gay racists? Isn't that like what No Jumper's becoming nowadays? Like,
Well, I had Milo Yiannopoulos on back in the day. He was definitely gay, and I'm not gonna say racist, but
What's
probably
up
a
with
lot of people would.
your panel.
You like
What
that?
was that? I didn't see it.
You like that?
I didn't see it.
you looked real cozy with them women.
Me and 5 trans people.
Trevor looked like he was about to pass out.
Yo, and when I posted that, I wouldn't have posted
Trevor
that.
wanted to dip.
Trevor was like,
It
wanna get away?
It probably just disappeared from my story, so people can't go see it. But like, I was filming the trans panel, and then I like go to Trevor's face, and I zoom in, and I didn't realize that his face was like, like he looked like very, I don't know, he was probably high or something.
Trevor was done.
Trevor is not a transphobe.
I don't think he was transphobe, but I think he was just in a little bit over his head.
Bro, when that thing drops, it's going to be crazy because every trans person, I think like every trans person on earth is going to have a very strong opinion about this. And there's multiple like meathead-ish things that I say in it that like multiple trans people on the panel looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was chopping it up with one of them beforehand. They were super cool. Like,
Yeah, they're tight.
Super chill.
Yeah, I'm not mad at them. We had a good time. I like Buck Angel, man.
What were y'all like without giving away too much, what were y'all getting into it about? Like, what was the debate points?
We got into a lot of deep trans stuff because everybody on the pod was trans besides me. And I even opened it by saying, I am not.
Nigga, wasn't Lena there?
No.
Oh.
No, you're thinking of a different debate that we were going to do that was supposed to happen last night where we were going to have 3 pro-porn people, Lena, Cherie DeVille, and this other dude. And then we were going to have 2 anti-porn people, and we were going to do a big debate about it. Because like one of the dudes is like super viral for having all these videos about how porn is destroying young men's minds and everything like that. And I was going to have him go head to head, but then one of the corn stars got COVID at the last minute. And so I had to just cancel the whole thing. And I did an interview with one of the anti-porn people, but I didn't have time to do 2 separate interviews. So yeah, that was unfortunate, especially because Lena spent the whole weekend like cramming as if she was studying for finals to get ready for this.
We can't run it back?
We're going to run it back. But like the anti-porn people flew out for it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I'm trying to get into this racket of having these like crazy debates on here. Because to me, it's actually like really fun putting together these outlandish panels. But then, of course, sign of the times. One person gets COVID and the whole thing gets ruined.
You on your Destiny shit?
Destiny, we're going to be doing some stuff next week, I do believe. Mm-hmm. You guys going to come in and challenge him?
Yeah.
I'm not challenging him. That's a smart motherfucker. I'm cool. I want to be on his side.
I'm down to, you feel me, do some mental gymnastics. He's 1,000 times smarter than me, but you know, I'd like to sharpen my brain by even trying to engage with him. Last time it was tight.
Yeah. I just like, I don't know. I think TRell wants more time with him.
He's cool. I'm down to film with him.
Yeah.
But you got to have something to challenge him on.
So we have to challenge him. Black history.
I mean, what else are you doing?
Black
Were you
history.
going to quiz him about Black history? Who is this guy?
Pull up some pictures.
But don't you think he might be more versed in that than you?
He don't know the chocolate rain, nigga.
I bet he does. I bet if I hit him right now and said, hey, what was the chocolate rain dude's name?
Zonday.
Tay Zonday. Yeah.
Destiny's the wizard, though. He knows everything. He's like Began.
No, he's way smarter than Began.
No, Began is all seeing.
I watched Began bounce his head off of the ground off of a 20 stair. Destiny's definitely smarter than Began.
That's when he got his powers.
No. Some people hold that against me, like I'm a really bad person because my friend took a header down a 20 stair and I didn't take him to the hospital.
Nigga, you was doing wheelies over homeless people. That's way worse.
We just went home and smoked blunts.
That's like one step away from bum fights, low key, right?
Doing wheelies? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
They were
like,
just bunny hopping over him.
Nigga.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
This is in the same realm.
That's flirting with bum fights for sure.
Oh, man. You couldn't do bum fights in 2023.
Hell, but they shouldn't have been able to do it back then.
No, because that's what on the Kai documentary, that's what these people really wanted to do. The Kardashian producers and everything, they wanted to basically create a reality show in which homeless people were the characters, because that Kai dude seemed like he was like pretty happy and go lucky, and they thought like, oh, people love this dude, he would be perfect to have his own reality show. But then like they didn't even get to filming with other people in that community or anything because they realized pretty quickly that Kai was a total psychopath.
Train hoppers and hitchhikers as opposed to...
Yeah, because they might seem happy sometimes, but that's usually just because the dope was good that week. It's like, you know, these people are not like well adjusted. If they were, they wouldn't be living on the streets. You're living on the streets, you're getting beat up, raped, rained on, terrible shit's happening to you out there. Like, it's not a place where you're going to be able to just build this happy life. Like, they're there because of mental illness.
You can always go
and
to
drugs.
Soft white underbelly.
They could.
Silver lining.
Who's going to go there? That's the silver lining, is you get to go on that interview.
Hey.
And then you wind up getting a job with Mark. Like 80% of the people on that show do. They're all like still lingering around.
Yeah, but they don't have jobs. They're just trying to extort his ass.
They have jobs. With
No,
Mark.
they just take advantage of the fact that he's such a nice guy, and they just pull up. Did you see Mad Lingerers when you were there?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yo, I pulled up to Soft White Underbelly. Mark was running some errands, and literally like some homeless basehead comes across the street and he's like, hey, Mark will be here in 10 minutes. Just sit tight. He was like the valet Parker. You feel me? Then there was...
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's...
What about Parker?
But like everybody...
That nigga thought real quick, I better not say anything.
Come on, protect Parker at all costs, bro. I ain't trying to...
That nigga Adam's gonna be like, you're fired!
Keep her out of Skid Row. I'm trying to figure out
my little partner.
when's the perfect time to bring your child to Skid Row for the first time?
Never.
Just go on a nice long walk or something?
Nah.
No.
Especially you.
Get our Blueface on, go hand out some Little Caesars or something.
That was cool.
Oh, yeah. You really
When they threw them fucking money up, it was crazy.
That was not cool when you threw the money up, bro.
Yeah, it was money.
Bruh, like, did you see, like, first of all, it's like...
Nobody fought.
They weren't really
That's
fighting.
just hella degrading, fool.
It is degrading.
Is
all
it?
those, yes.
Living in
fool.
Skid Row in your own filth is degrading. Let's be real. Come on.
I mean, yeah, it's not exactly like... But still, I felt bad for them people. They,
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And they was... people were getting shanked over them.
No, they wasn't.
If
We was
they
right
did,
there.
that would have
For
been a way
sure they
bigger
did.
story.
Yeah.
What goes on in Skid Row stays in Skid Row.
We were there.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless they got shanked like much later.
Everybody was, it was actually cool. Like,
Yeah.
we handed out pizzas and then, the money got thrown. I didn't see nobody like push each other over or nothing.
It just looked, from an optics perspective, it seemed a little degrading.
Well, I don't think Blueface is really that cognizant of that kind of thing. Keep in mind that
He didn't
clip in
mean
the
it in
strip
that-
club. Remember when the girl was twerking and he took an entire brick of ones and just punted it off her fucking head? That kind of upset me, like on a personal level. I was like,
It's
I
the
don't-
thought that counts.
yeah, but the thought is like, oh, let's see if I can give this bitch a concussion.
I remember like the first time Drake came to a battle rap event and he gave the winners, or he had $5,000 and he gave each battlers $2,500 each. And then we saw a headline in the newspaper like 2 days later: Drake makes it rain $80,000 at the strip club. It's like, oh, okay, I'm glad to see your priorities are straight here.
But do you think that Drake even knows the difference between like $8,000 and $80,000? I feel like at a certain point to him, maybe it's all less than $1 million, so it all just kind of blurs together. The way that if I handed you like 3 nickels or 3 quarters, there's a big difference. But who cares, right? You know what I mean? Like I realized the other day that I don't even care to pick up a dime. I saw a dime on the ground. I was like, I'd pick it up if it was a quarter. I'm not picking up a dime.
I'm not even picking up $1.
You're not picking up $1?
A 20? Yeah.
$1, you gotta be careful because it might have poop on it.
Yeah.
I
A
think
20? Yeah.
A 20, yeah.
No, over 90-something% of all dollar bills have traces of semen and feces on them.
All right, now you ruined it.
You ruin money in general.
Just saying.
I mean, I'm cool with that. What,
it up.
am I going to wash my money so I can have a nice
I
clean
usually-
pocket?
Do you ever busted a line in a dollar bill?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Infinite times.
You had doo-doo and nut up your nose.
I feel like you know that going into it.
I mean, yeah, it's
That's why real dope fiends will bring like a straw or like a metal thing that they could do it out of, you know?
occupational hazard.
Other than the strip club, I don't even keep cash on me.
That's why I was
Just all card.
Bro, I'm just talking to Fat Trel, and he, part of the reason why he got caught up and did however many, this was only like a couple months, but he like was playing in a dice game, and he ended up dipping out of the dice game, and it ended up that he had like $400 in counterfeit money on him from the dice game. And then he goes to the casino and he's fucking around in the casino, and they catch him with the fake money, and he ends up having to do this time for it.
Oh, that's how he got caught up?
Because at the time, if you remember, Twitter was basically like just acting as if Fat Trel, oh, you're a counterfeiter now. But, you know, nah, he just ended up with some.
Damn. No, I mean, it happens sometimes in them scenarios.
Man,
Don't give me no fake money.
It's definitely happened
that
to me
shit,
before.
it's worse when you take it to the bank. Oh,
No, you can't. I mean, it's a wrap if you do that.
But what are they going to do? How are you ever going to prove that I got this from any means besides just having it by accident? Because I got caught with, like, I went to the corner store and I had a fake 10, and they
had
like,
the
this
little
is
light?
fake. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, whatever. I just took it back, brought it home. I think I just like threw it away or like kept it up on the wall so we could just laugh at it or some shit. But
Fake 10s are rare. They're like, they don't really have too many fake 10s.
well, I was living in Long Beach, so they're doing some bum shit, you know.
The fake 100s, you buy some shit off of Craigslist.
And people will come through and buy with fake hundreds.
Nobody will ever know.
Yeah, but you gotta have a burner phone. You need a VPN so they don't know how you contact them. I don't know.
Kids don't do that.
You're giving these people bad ideas.
I'm just joking.
I'm not. Get a VPN.
Get yours.
Hey, we're gonna revisit Blueface in 1 second, which we haven't talked about Blueface in like 8 minutes now. But how have you guys not tried these ice cream cone edibles yet? Baked Bags offers the coolest edibles that I have tried so far. These mini ice cream cones are filled with chocolate in 6 different flavors. They taste amazing, and they will have you feeling great. Baked Bag ships right to your door. Get coned and give your friend a free one at bakedbags.com with code JUMPERBOGO. That's a new one. One word, JUMPERBOGO, for a buy one, get one free. Buy one baked bag and get one free with the code JUMPERBOGO Link in bio. Jumper BOGO got a ring to it.
Jumper BOGO.
Buy one, get one.
You guys try a cone yet?
No, but I would gladly love to.
Well, I'm gonna try some cones later. To be honest, I don't want to get too high right now.
If I was gonna relapse, it'd be my first choice.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't be.
It's a good
asking
one.
that. Yeah. So you think you're on steady ground now? You're not scared of
No, so no,
going under?
no. I never really thought I was.
Yeah, nice jacket to wear.
I should give this to. Never mind.
He chooses a new gang every week.
But nah, ain't no gang.
Okay.
No, like what I was trying to express last time is that anybody who's an addict in recovery is pretty much going to relapse unless they are actively pursuing different means of staying on top of their recovery. So, you know, like, yes, I'm always at risk, but I'm straight. Like, hey, life is beautiful at the end of the day.
I know it's hard though.
Yeah, no, it gets hard, but you know what I mean? Like, but everybody's got their own problems. Even if I didn't have that, I'd have a bunch of other issues regardless. So, you know.
I like now, like, because sometimes, you know, I drink a little extra wine.
Yeah, I heard you're drunk now.
No, hell no. I don't be drinking like, I would never go back to doing like what I used to do.
I got a little worried because I saw you having some red wine in the morning. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that,
Yeah, but you-
morning alcohol. I don't know.
But when I think about it now, like people be like, you know, especially when I go out someplace or like we want to celebrate an accomplishment, people be taking shots and I be thinking about it, but I'd be like, no, the people, I don't want to let them down. And I'm like, if I'm taking shots, they gonna be pissed off at me. So, you know what I mean? So it is a hard.
Next time you
thing
eat
to do.
fast food, you're letting me down.
I got the meal preps.
Woo!
Second week.
Like when he was talking about being on the you know on the precipice of falling off and getting back into it. That's how I felt when I ate half a pint of Ben and Jerry's on Sunday night.
That was worth it.
I'm working
was
on
worth it.
I'm working on my healthy habits as well. Eating better. Been eating like fish and grains for lunch and all that. I'm working out with the trainer now.
Who's the trainer?
His name's Helio.
Geechee Gotti?
His name's Helio.
His name's Helio.
Okay.
He's a boxing trainer.
And he's teaching you boxing stuff, or what are you guys
He's
doing?
teaching me boxing and conditioning. Yeah.
You training for Flakko?
Nah.
Was there a part of you when you went on soft white underbelly that wanted to make a joke where you said something about how you had a soft white underbelly?
It didn't occur to me. I should have.
Now that's a bar.
I should have.
I would have.
But at the end of the day, I feel like the fact that I'm one of the more stable people to have gone on soft white underbelly speaks volumes. I mean, besides Sharp. Sharp's like pretty stable.
Who's more stable, you or Sharp?
I would say Sharp. I would say Sharp. I mean,
No jump, bitch.
in different, I don't know, Josh, you're like a pretty, who do you think? Do you not want to answer this? I feel like it's Sharp.
I mean, Sharp drinks, but Sharp seems to have a pretty healthy relationship with drinking.
Yeah, Sharp
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
to be in control of his drinking and his atmosphere around him. I'd say like over the last couple of weeks, there were times where I would definitely say Sharp was more in control, but you guys are pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like his life has had an upward trajectory for like the past year, way more than me. Like, I've been
Your
like,
shit
this.
been going up too. What are you talking about?
It has, but like his for longer than I have.
Okay.
Just like, I'm just being realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be as self-aware as possible. So
You know why I'm not drinking is because I went out in Vegas and I was actually at dinner with Sharp and I ordered a mixed drink. It said it had coffee in it. And in my like stupid brain, I was just like, oh, I'll get that and it'll give me a little bit of energy. And then I think it might have been a kind of strong drink. And keep in mind, I like don't ever drink. Like I once in a blue moon will have like a glass of red wine if I go out to the movie, you know, out with Leonard or some shit, but like almost never. And then I ordered another drink. So I had 2 mixed drinks at dinner, right? Then we go to like an after party for the porn awards thing or whatever. And like Leonard got a mixed drink and I think we both had a few sips of it. And the next morning I wake up feeling pretty rough. And then I ended up puking my fucking guts out a few hours later. And then I felt totally fine afterwards. But
off of one drink?
Off 2.5 drinks. But also our theory became later on, because some other people puked in like people who weren't that drunk. So I think we might have actually had some bad fish at dinner.
You don't think that
I
there's
got food poisoning.
Listen, like I have had 2 drinks 5 billion times in my life and have never thrown up from it. Like I actually in my whole life, maybe I've thrown up from drinking like 10 times, but it was always when I was shit faced. Like I very rarely in my life have like woken up the next day and puked. Like I know that's very common for people, but that just usually doesn't happen to me.
Honestly, if you had food poisoning, it'd have been way worse.
No,
Food poisoning
let me-
is
one throw up.
Let me offer another theory here.
But I think maybe I had like minor food poisoning. I don't know.
Did you?
I also didn't eat that much.
Is it possible that y'all got an attempted roofing or GHBing? Like someone like Bassa or Trevor, maybe? Like
Cold nigga.
I could definitely see Trevor drugging me. No, I don't think that's very likely because we were never like incapacitated at any point.
I seen you drink in Miami.
Yeah, what, like 1 drink in the club maybe?
You was having a good time.
Yeah, right. Me and TRell standing on the couch in the club just looking at drunk girls, just being like, I remember like TRell and me having a conversation about how old we are, like during that, like, damn, bro, like we old as fuck just in this club. Look at all these young people. They're all fucked up and shit. And we're just in here sober. And it's kind of weird.
I mean, the club scene though, you're going to see like the oldest 41 or 42, if they have something to do with the industry,
Yeah.
they'll still be in the club. They got some old people.
so? I'm literally on the precipice of not being able to go to the club anymore.
You're like, you're
I
gonna
won
look like
last year.
you're gonna look like Funkmaster Flex in jean shorts or some shit next time you hit the stage out there.
Jortmaster Flex.
Jordan. Nah, but like, you know, it's tough to like look cool at like 53 in the club.
I don't look cool at 41, so I think it's gonna be pretty.
But if you're gonna be in the club, you gotta just be like reasonable about what you're doing. Like, there's no question that what Cuba Gooding Jr. is doing in the club is
Somebody
not.
suck that baby's dick.
That's not cool. Like, it's not cool to be that
That's
age
fire. Let's
and
put the
still in the
KFC
club.
bucket on your head.
That's hella fire.
Being that drunk
What
in the
you
club
mean?
is
No,
at that age.
That's cool.
I
Nah,
think it's
you don't think
amazing.
that? Nah.
If like at my best, I would like to be an old man like E40.
Bro, you can only say that that was cool for Cuba Gooding Jr. because you already are starting with the idea that he can do no wrong because he's such a legend. Because if
He can definitely do wrong,
if
saying
I
shit
went
like
to the club next week and I got a picture taken with any kind of fast food container on my head, y'all would be talking about me like I was such a bozo.
Okay, if you had the KFC one on your head, I'm gonna think something else.
What?
You Colonel Sanders descended or something.
It's gonna have racial implications. for
Definitely.
sure, yeah.
No, it's just food. It's just a bucket. If anything, I feel like that was maybe a reason why I was kind of surprised he did it. For me, I'm allow me my enthusiastic appreciation of KFC. Actually, I haven't had it in
You should
probably a
dress like
decade.
that for Halloween.
The Colonel.
Put the bucket on your head.
I'm just like Jack. What's his name? Jack Harlow.
The thing
My
about
brain wanted to say a different Jack's name.
Jack Sparrow?
Man, he got stuck there for a second.
what are you like Jack Harlow's uncle or some shit?
I feel like it.
But look, if I only have 1 year left in the club, that really sucks because I feel like when you start really having the money to ball out like that, when you're in your 40s.
Well, that's the thing. Unless you about to go in there and like really ball the fuck out, then it's like, what the fuck is you doing here? Go start a family.
I'm already like, that's the last place I'm trying to meet somebody. You feel me? Like,
You know, I was thinking about that when I was at Bradley Martyn's gym opening, which there's a vlog on the Adam 22 channel if anybody wants to check it out. But I went to that, and let me tell you, when you're around all these fitness babes, that's a fucking spot to go. If you want to fucking meet dope chicks and you're like a person who is trying to live like a healthy lifestyle, you go to the gym and you meet hot chicks at the gym because they're living healthy. They're in super good shape. They don't do porn for the most part.
isn't it super like faux pas to holler at bitches at the gym? Like, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but this was like an influencer event, so it was like a very different vibe. But also, it's not like it was hard.
I tried my luck with a girl that was like super into like working out and shit like that.
It didn't work because you were living like a degenerate.
Nigga, she was like, "Oh, let's go run at the Rose Bowl," and I was like, "I'm
gonna get drunk."
No, nigga, I fucking ran the Rose Bowl, nigga, passing out every fucking 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, you ain't for me.
You couldn't be with somebody who had a healthy lifestyle.
That wants me to run the Rose Bowl? No.
How long's the Rose Bowl?
That's a
Nigga,
big
that's
ass
big as hell.
But what? She put you through like an endurance test before she was willing to
Nah,
date you?
I was just trying to be cool. I'm like, she like, yeah, I'm about to go run that shit. I'm about to go run it too. Come on.
Well, how much does Lexi work out?
She works out. You threw me on the spot there. Goddamn, Adam.
More than you.
The Rose Bowl Loop is located in the city of Pasadena and it stretches for 3 miles.
It's a big ass stadium.
The Rose Bowl Loop.
But listen,
I gotta go hit it up.
she's over there. I'm doing it for a little bit. I'm like, and then she's all the way up there. I'm like, oh, I like a bitch ass nigga.
My whole life, whenever I looked at fitness chicks, though, I was like, assume that I could never talk to them because they would be disgusted because I don't have a 6-pack.
I think that's an accurate assessment.
If they're like carved out of steel and their last 3-4 boyfriends were all equally jacked,
I don't want you.
they're not going for the dad bod.
But and the thing is this, like, I feel like, first of all, I'm personally not attracted to women that are that in shape. I like a little bit of, like, if you have like defined muscles, like, that's not for me. And I also feel like,
Kind of down.
and I don't know, bro.
Maybe it's the trans panel talking, but I'm not afraid of a little muscle.
And I feel like when men are too into their own bodies, it's like, I can't really kick it with them.
Yeah, but isn't that just something the fat dudes say to make themselves feel better about the existence of hot dudes?
It's something what fat dudes say because they genuinely mean it, though, like at a certain point. And I'm not saying like it's good to be in shape, and I encourage people to be in shape. But if you're just like focusing on like how many inches in your third pectoral fucking protrudes.
Okay, I agree that there are ways that dudes who are into fitness talk about fitness that are super gay that like basically dudes should not do. Like,
You're into the male anatomy a lot.
me?
No, when someone is like that.
Yeah, like I just feel like, you know, I don't want to publicly obsess over like calorie counting and that kind of shit on my Instagram story or whatever. But if I'm like talking about exercising and shit, I feel like that comes off a lot cooler of like being genuinely into working out, even though actually like diet is the whole fucking thing when it comes to like getting in shape. But I just don't want to be this dude who posts every single meal and I'm counting my calories on the story and stuff. It just feels a little, it's just, the image is weird. And also, you know what fitness dudes do is they get crazy tank tops so that they can wear it and you could see their ribs and everything. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep dressing normal.
I'm out.
Some of those dudes,
Give me this
like,
belly.
Yeah, right. But if you had a fucking buff body, if you looked like KSI or something, Logan Paul, you'd be walking around in a crazy tank top. You'd be dressing like a total douchebag.
I would come here in no shirt every week.
shirtless, absolutely
Liver
shirtless.
King.
As would I.
Without the Roy.
But like certain dudes that are fitness influencers, I think are really tight. Like the David Goggins dude, like he resonates with me because it's just like, be the best version of yourself. Don't be a bitch ass fool.
I'm with that.
Like, yeah, like
He lost 90 pounds in like 90 days.
that fool's a G. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And if you read about the diet that he did, it is like the most absurd thing ever. He's eating like one meal a day and like one banana.
I like this one guy. His shit is called a snake diet. And he just like humiliates people. He be like, get up, fatty. You
sure
want to be
you're
a
not-
fat ass your whole life? He be going
You
crazy.
sure you're not talking about the Sharp Tank?
No, this guy, for real.
I haven't seen that.
Just look it up, the snake diet. This guy is crazy. He
The
just be-
snake diet?
Yes.
That's the next panel that I should put together is body positive influencers versus like, you know, weightlifters.
Yeah.
Like-
I feel like I need the snake
No, this
diet
nigga
guy in
crazy.
my
He be
life.
telling people crazy.
I dropped a snake in the bowl today.
There you go.
The snake diet promotes prolonged fasting periods. Among other studied forms of fasting, people typically have a 16-hour fasting window. Okay, he's on the Ben Baller program, basically.
So he eats McDonald's.
But if you
whenever he
look at
wants.
his like Instagram, he just like, he disses the shit out of you.
Oh, look at that. They fast for 2 consecutive days per week. The snake diet, on the other hand, suggests fasting for many days at a time. I'm not trying to do that, honestly.
I heard too.
I don't care how good I might look. I'm not going to fucking not eat for a whole day or two.
I heard some people, they drink their fucking pee. So they don't
It's
keep
supposed to be
it's
good
crazy.
for you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good for you.
It's not. It's like, it's not going to kill you, but it's not good for you.
Or it makes you yak. So
You ever see Waterworld?
hell yeah, that's what. But
That's
they
what
had
he does it.
But
That's
they
the
had,
only thing I remember
Was
about
that,
that
but
movie.
they-
wasn't
but
that
they had
Kevin
a-
Costner?
But they
Yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
filtration system. Remember?
Yeah.
He pissed
it's like
in
the first scene in the movie.
Yeah.
I remember this from when I was in like 4th grade.
Such an underrated B movie.
And it's at Disneyland, right?
A lot of
Yeah.
people hate on it.
At Universal, yeah, you go there and it's like all these actually popular movies, and then they just have like a water world ride.
In the fucking thing, you sit down.
Yeah, and it's like, this movie's stupid. I barely remember this. These kids don't fucking care, but these kids are actually hyped on Star Wars, which came out way before I was born.
I'm a sucker for post-apocalyptic movies in any variety.
Wait a minute,
Like,
back on the P shit, 127 Hours. You ever seen that movie?
No.
I think that's what it's called. That's the guy who gets caught like by the boulder in his arm and he can't fucking move at all. And he films the whole thing, but he actually has to pee and keep drinking it to stay alive.
But is it a real movie or is it?
It's based on a real story.
But it's
Based
not
on a real story, and he cut his arm off.
He cut his arm
off. Was it like a Swiss Army knife?
in order to escape.
Speaking of doing,
How do you cut through the bone with the Swiss?
It was, if you watch the movie, it's crazy.
that's gangster. I would love to cut my own hand off. But speaking of things that I had to do last week that I never thought that I would ever do before, and before I even get into that, it's a new year and a new you. So give yourself a fresh start with MyBookie. Whether you bet to earn or make the games more exciting, MyBookie gives you the most for your money with their redesigned deposit bonus. Just use promo code NOJUMPER, all one word, on a deposit of $50 or more to receive a cash bonus instantly to your MyBookie account. Using this bonus is simple. Bet your deposit amount just once and you're ready to cash out. It's a no strings attached type of situation with MyBookie. Bet on the NFL, UFC, or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly online blackjack tournaments. With so many brands to choose from, you need a platform that makes it simple to bet and win like MyBookie. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Anyway, my pee hole. So there's a new type of testing that you have to do if you're in the corn industry. It turns out.
Why do you say corn now?
You can't say
algorithm stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's actually just like I just like got used to saying it because I'm trying to stop swearing in general.
Whenever you say corn star, I start.
Why?
I think of the band Corn.
Okay, I just feel like there's so many incentives that are pushing me towards not swearing. YouTube, the fact that like if you just swear a ton during an episode, that's really gonna like increase the odds of it getting demonetized. Like my best guess is that Rampage interview that's not out yet just has us just saying the F word a million times.
I was just
like,
about to do it.
He's probably, a little bit of N word in here and there.
Wait,
maybe.
which F word?
The good one, the 4-letter one.
Okay.
Yeah, but and then also when I'm around my kid, I'm always trying not to swear. And when I do, I feel bad. I apologize to my girl and stuff because I'm trying not to. So it's like those are two big chunks of my life where I'm kind of incentivized to not swear. So in my brain now, I'm trying to just like actually speak fluently without using it.
So you think you're better than us? I get it.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to be better than you.
Yeah, I get it.
But just with swearing,
Shit.
But when you say it now, it feels kind of edgy, right?
Come on.
Once it's been established that you're like not supposed to. But I don't know. I'm just trying.
So wait. So speaking of not swearing, your dick hole.
Yeah. Back to my dick hole. So I could say dick hole.
Inflamed urethra.
There's a new type of testing basically in the corn industry where there's like now when you get tested, a lot of people, including Plug Talk, are now asking that you do a swab basically where I go to get tested, and in addition to the normal panel that we always do, I now have to go into the bathroom at the testing facility with something that kind of looks like a Q-tip, and I have to take it and put it into my urethra, into my pee hole.
Like how deep?
Like basically the penis head. You're not going shaft with it, but you're really.
How do you open it up?
Hey.
Am I tripping? Like, is that a legit question?
And listen, I walk into the friggin' testing center to do this, and I'm facing a spliff right before I go there because I just don't want to even do this. I'm like so bummed. I went 39 years without ever having anything down my pee hole. And I finally show up, and who's there? Kazumi. I walk into the area at the thing, and Kazumi's just hanging out. She's like, "Can I come in that bathroom and watch you stick the thing in your pee hole?" I'm like, No, you cannot. This is a solemn experience for me. I don't want to, like, I was trying to remain stoic.
Did it hurt?
It doesn't feel great, especially because once you get it in there, you have to spin it a little bit.
Oh. Sounds really unpleasant.
And a urethra is not like a vagina where there's like a natural lubricant. It's
How do you
dry.
open that motherfucker up? Is there...
Peel the back a little.
Oh!
and then you got to try to spin it a little, and it's not like it's smooth. It has like bristles on it. It's almost like a toothbrush type vibe. And
So it's scraping your fucking.
it doesn't feel great. You don't have to do like a full 360 in there, but you kind of have to do like a 180 and a 180.
Is this
Yeah,
what
shout
is
out
this?
to you corn niggas.
Is this chlamydia or?
It's like a bacterial infection or something that a bunch of people in the porn industry got, and it's like it doesn't show up on the normal test that everybody has to do in the porn world, right? So now everybody, like a bunch of people were passing it around and stuff, and we didn't get it, but we because of this test, now we have to like do this test, and everybody has to get it done. So even girls, they're having to get this swab in their urethra, which I barely know how a vagina works, but that's the thing in their vagina that they pee out of or whatever.
The pee hole.
I don't know what the hell it is, but my girl had to get a Q-tip style thing put in her urethra as well.
So this is a new rare advanced, like this is like the Jay-Z of bacteria infections. Like,
Bro, it's more like the Skepta, because I heard this thing's coming from Europe. Like that's what's so crazy is when I was at the porn convention, I'm like having conversations with people who are super deep in the porn world to the extent where they know where the diseases that are coming out are from. Which this is a very rare.
but no pussy gets shut down.
This is the only time that I ever heard anything like this. I don't know. It might have happened before.
What
but
is it? I mean, what does it do to you though? The bacterial infection.
I think that it doesn't do that much, which is why people are able to carry it for a while and not notice. Because like, shout out to gonorrhea. When you get it, you know, because you'll start getting a little bit goop coming out of your pee hole.
How many times you had it?
Maybe twice. I don't know.
You ain't never had no STDs.
No.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You ain't never had something in your pee hole. Either.
Next time I get something, I'm gonna meet you in the parking lot,
You gonna
Danny Mullen style.
You ain't got the Skepta strip.
Adam 22 ran up on AD in the parking lot, and then, bam. R.I.P. Adam Gray Mason.
yes.
Swamp Story style.
Damn.
I believe AD would die for his booty hole.
I definitely would.
I would hope so.
I could definitely see you taking a man's life to protect your anus.
Josh getting it too.
Just because you're mad? Just because you're pissed off? Like, you got to die too. No, Josh is a witness. If you knew that Josh was the only one who had
No
the video
witnesses.
footage of you getting raped in the parking lot.
Getting
Nigga.
raped in the parking
I don't
lot.
even corn.
No, that's parking lot pimping. That's Danny Mullen's thing. He keeps doing like a hypothetical with people on sledge lords and being like, "Oh, if I ran up on you and tried to rape you in this no jumper parking lot," I'm like, what? This is a weird hypothetical. There might be a little too much truth to it.
No, well, okay.
He has to meet Blamisha.
Since we brought up Danny, there's like all this controversy about the MLK thing. What's the deal with that? Like, I guess him and his homies took a shit in front of
That's
an MLK.
That's what I got mad about back then when I
this is-
first
I
met
don't even
him.
know. I don't remember who.
And
pooped or
everybody
what happened.
said I was.
So why is this
tripping.
just coming out now? Because it was Martin Luther King Day yesterday, or
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I don't even know if he did it.
When I first met Danny, that's what I was talking to him about.
it was that same clip?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, that's one good thing about us having, Nick Fuentes on the podcast and everything is that, we've already like opened up the Overton window of what is acceptable in terms of people that we can hang out with. So I don't know. I'm not sweating it.
The
personally.
Pandora's box of fascism is wide open at this point.
That's
so,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Danny Mullen and Nick Fuentes both on the same spectrum of white identitarians.
I don't think
Hell no.
Mullen ain't that far.
No, but they're on the spectrum.
They're on the
Danny's not nearly as deep.
Danny's just insensitive.
just like I'm on the autism spectrum, but I'm just like a bloop, and then there's people that are like coming in piping hot on that.
Don't play with the
motherfucker.
autism shit.
That's what I said.
Oh,
I'm
you
on,
serious?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I'm
never
on the
mind.
autism spectrum.
I would
You didn't know that, AD?
I have to have a little bit of that.
Does that? I mean, knowing me, does that make sense though that I'm on the autism spectrum?
No.
You wouldn't. Okay. Well, I've been told that I was multiple times.
You should call Destiny out for that because he uses that word.
I don't fuck with that.
What the R word?
Yeah, he'll be like, "How my chat is being hella autistic right now," or something.
Oh,
Which I don't know. No, I say the retarded thing.
yeah.
I said retarded on the trans panel, and immediately a couple of them repeated it. And I'm like, "Ooh, you guys fuck with retarded too? That's tight."
Well, retarded
Oh my God.
doesn't necessarily mean what we think it is.
Yeah,
Like,
we grew. I mean, everybody grew up probably saying that, and it's insensitive now. Like, I don't say that word.
What about like,
anymore.
it's so retarded in here? Wasn't that a song?
That's a great one.
And they got
Who was that, Black Eyed Peas?
Black Eyed Peas, and they got shut down for that.
No, it wasn't.
It was Black Eyed
Let's get
Peas.
it started in here.
They changed
It was
it to
Get
that.
Retarded.
The original unedited version of the song was "Let's Get Retarded." In
And the original video, they had mad retarded people. No, they had a retarded
Oh
version
my
of Will I
God.
Am and a retarded Fergie. They like
you
did
serious?
it. Yeah, they did a casting to find retarded lookalikes.
And do you remember like, did you used to watch the Howard Stern?
You couldn't do that in 2000.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's not true. But do you remember like the Howard Stern show? The characters like Wendy the retard and all that. And there was
Howard Stern was going crazy.
every time Wendy the retard would come in on the show, that song would play in the background.
What's the black? Is it Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Shouts to Beetlejuice.
But can you imagine if there was like a retarded midget that I just had on the show frequently and just made him do like weird challenges and just like had him just do a bunch of freaky stuff for views and laughs?
I think I'm the closest thing you got.
Well, Flacco's got to be in there too.
Flacco gonna fuck you up.
Oh, he gonna take me to the parking lot?
He gonna fuck you.
You got to chill on Paco, man.
So
Flacco
you're
alone.
telling me that in a few weeks, me, you, Akademiks, Flakko, and some CNs
Kyrie.
are going to meet up in a parking lot, and there's going to be a
Boom will be
fight, and we're all, as like successful content creators, we're just going to watch these guys just fight to the death. Maybe I don't want to go.
So the agreement was if Flacco wins, Akademiks has to interview him
1-on-1.
one-on-one.
I feel like Ak would almost do that anyway, right?
And if Kyrie wins,
You got to interview him.
you got to interview Kyrie. AD signed you up for this.
Yep.
I feel like beating Flacco's ass does qualify you for an interview in this sense.
Flacco-
Not that of anyone else.
Flacco,
But this
he's
is in an organized fade.
It's organized.
That is a person I want to talk to.
Flacco-
He
Flacco's a lot-
sounds so confident.
Well, Flacco's
Flacco?
What?
Yeah, but he's confident about everything.
but he's
But no, this is like the ghost of Tupac is in Flacco. Right?
Flacco's a lot bigger than bro. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they said Kyrie was like what 180.
Yeah.
I think that Flacco should study the art of sumo. Because if he could really use his weight to just box this guy in and just bah.
Is there rules to the? Is it like just?
Well, I
boxing,
said
or-
there need to be rules, and it was like no rules.
Nah,
I was like,
nah.
all right.
Well, there has to be some rules.
No.
No eye gouging. No
eye gouging.
intentional nut shots, right?
I would recommend wearing a cup regardless.
No.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're not wearing no cup for no
I'm
street
wearing-
fight.
What about body
What
armor?
the fuck?
Fuck it. Wear
What
a
if I
cup.
punch the dude in the stomach and it's a suit of armor?
When have you ever gotten in a street fight and a nigga hit you in the nuts?
Not never, but
That is an easy KO.
yeah.
That'll get you popped.
But you notice,
That's what I'm saying.
like one of the best techniques, if you were to be in a fight, is to gouge their eyes out. But nobody does it because it's very like looked down upon by society and it's kind of gross, right? But really, it's like if you were to be trying to win a fight, it's pretty up there.
If there's
in terms
no
of technique.
rules,
I had one homie that I was like didn't want to fight
Because he was an eye gouger.
because he told me he was like, listen, when I fight, he was like, I'm not trying to just box and hit you in the face. He's like, I'm trying to destroy you. He's like, I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna poke your eyes out. I'm gonna try to rip your ear off. I'm like, yeah, leave that guy alone.
Even in a wrestling match.
Nigga, just a fight.
Jeez Louise.
that doesn't constitute as a fade. That's beyond the scope of a
Yeah,
fade.
trying to kill someone is very different.
in
A
his eye-
fade is an honorable exchange of hands in a situation that, yeah, it might go bad because somebody could just start shooting at you or whatever. But for the most part, it's an attempt at an honorable battle.
I always thought a fade was a boxing match for the most part. It's hands.
A fade is
street
nigga,
version.
You
fade-
could throw kicks, I guess. You feel me? Like, but it's really supposed to be just.
Somebody challenge you to a duel. Hey, come on, get your ass outside. Let's get it. You feel me? Throw hands.
To me, though, I was thinking about, I feel like I got to be friends with you in order to do that. Like, we got to have some kind of rapport because otherwise, then you have to fight everybody,
No, you don't.
At a certain
including
point,
the homeless.
At a certain point,
I feel like
I feel like you
Fight
would fight
people-
the homeless for sport, though. Like,
fight people
Val
on
does.
fight
Yeah,
people
Val
on your
does.
level. Somebody on your level, they call you out. Get out there.
What if you're Drake? Nobody's on his level.
You can fight yourself.
Maybe
He can fight Bad Bunny.
You can fight Bad Bunny.
he could have fought Kanye, sort of. Like he
can fight Kanye.
I don't think they're on the same level anymore.
They can still run it. They're neighbors.
They were.
Yeah.
Where is Kanye?
Kanye just got married, apparently.
Yeah, but did you see that? Well, I don't believe it's on the books, right? But did you see that his law firm
Yes.
had to take out advertisements in the New York Times and the LA Times to tell Kanye that they are no longer his lawyer? I mean, I assume that there's some sort of legal precedent where they have to do this in order to make it official that they're no longer working with them. But wouldn't this be the most clout chasing move ever if it wasn't the case? Like, that would be like me and Lena breaking up and me taking out an ad in New York Times, or like
That's player.
hitting up the
That is super
I'm on the
player.
market
No,
now.
but what's the equivalent? Is me paying $1 million worth of game? Like, yo, I need a 20-minute interview about how I broke up with my bitch and put it into the new episode. That would be the equivalent.
That's actually way more player, to be honest.
Like
But
that.
If we broke up, I'm just gonna keep it low key. Might put out like a little sad YouTube clip.
Nigga, you
saying
will be
we
in
broke
here.
up.
This is bad podcasting. This is bad podcasting. You'll lose your fucking mind.
No way. If I break up with Lena, I'm getting back on the Zans.
I got a question. Would you still do corn?
That's what I always think about, is if she left me or if we didn't work out, would I find myself a new porn boo? Or would I just be like, okay, I've done enough corn. Maybe I'm gonna get me a substitute teacher or something.
you finna get your Rocco Siffredi on, reverse gangbangs all day. Quit playing, fool. Like,
Maybe.
you up in the score. It's only right.
Well, I know she's gonna be up in the score, so
Sheesh.
I mean,
Oh,
it would be
man.
very advantageous for her to do so if we weren't together anymore. So I would probably assume that.
You would lose your mind, huh?
I'm sure Dred's
No,
gonna,
that's my knees.
Dred's gonna have to conquer.
Oh, if Dred gets us over.
That's why I gotta stay in position, man. I gotta stay the goalie, keeping Dred out.
I guess it'd be kind of cool at a certain point.
To let Dred fuck your bitch?
No. For you, hell nah. Hell to the no.
Hell no.
Hell to the no. Nah,
Imagine Dred singing that while he's fucking your bitch.
it's all bad. Nah, you being single, right? And now you really get to see how many of these bitches wanted to fuck you and not Lena.
Ooh.
Cause
I don't
like,
want to
good
find
one.
out. Because then I'm gonna get back with her, and then I'm gonna have to tell her, and then she's gonna be mad at all them bitches.
ooh, because you don't think that like some of them are trying to just like bisect you to get to her.
Oh yeah, if I became single, it would be like Game of Thrones all of a sudden, where everybody's gonna have to be figuring out like repositioning the kingdoms and shit. Which girls are gonna be like trying to be cool with me? Which girls are gonna be cool with her? It's gonna be, you know. I feel like she'll probably come out on top. I'll probably just leave.
Who's the
industry.
next Khaleesi?
They're going to have half and half of Sky Bree.
A nipple each?
We go to split sky down the middle, like in the Bible. Gah.
King Solomon?
Damn, you think that if Sky Bree got in a really fucked up accident and she lost her body like below the belly button, you think her OnlyFans will still be all right?
Mouth still work.
I feel like
With individual sex acts, I'm sure would be fine. But how do you think she would do as an amputee? Would you unsubscribe?
I'm not subscribed to begin with. She's a beautiful girl. But what I will say is I think it's just going to change the demographic of the subscribers. It's going to go from people that are just like into bad bitches to weird fetish people that are into things such as that.
But maybe she would appreciate the weird fetish people since she is now a paraplegic.
Right, exactly.
Or what is it?
Quad?
No, she's not quad. She's still got her arms.
An amputee.
Amputee.
Yeah. And like nothing against people that are into that and people that are of that persuasion. So more power to y'all. But it definitely would be a different clientele subscribing to that. But
Have you ever fucked an amputee?
no.
Would you? Could you date someone in a wheelchair, you think? Do you have it in you to date someone in a wheelchair?
Sure. I only care about what's on the inside.
Oh my God. He's using this as a fucking dating app.
No,
I mean, if my girl was having to lose her legs right now, I'll still fuck
Yeah.
her the same.
Yeah.
Would you really, though?
Yeah, real shit.
So you're leaving Lena if her legs stop working?
No. I'm pretty deep in the game at this point.
You got to think about it. The
Can
reverse.
she still make babies?
True.
That seems like it matters.
The reverse is if something happens to you, you would want your woman to hold you down.
Hell yeah.
Anything can happen at any time, so you got to keep that same
I
energy.
cut my head open and she didn't say shit.
Yeah, that was different though.
Look, I look ugly now.
If
Weird.
you could be like let's say you look like Rihanna, but you like are missing a foot. I don't give a fuck personally.
My first girlfriend, when I was like 13 or 14 or whatever, had like a couple fingers missing on one of her hands.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
She was jerking me off with the other hand. She would always hide the hand in her shirt and shit.
So it just looked like she's throwing up a set at all times, basically. Like,
Yeah, kind of. Because like a couple of the fingers were like 1 knuckle long and a couple were like 2 inches long. And like, so if she would have just put her hand in the air, it would resemble some gang
she's
sign.
throwing up neighborhood at you.
Well, no, then she'd have to like, you know.
Nah, but like, so there was this one chick I used to talk to that was super bad, and I never met her in person, but one of her hands was like I guess from birth was super wonky. Like she had like a baby hand that never got bigger, and it was all weird. But I never actually hit. But if I did see her in person, and if you're watching this,
You down?
play ball.
Could you date someone with a baby hand?
I mean, why not? If like, you know, it's not like my preference, but
Could you date a baby hand?
it'll make my dick look huge when she's holding it.
Yeah, but I feel like you got to just tell her to jerk you off with the other hand. No, but now blowjobs use both hands.
Blowjobs are
Blowjob
always,
technology has changed a lot. We're in the age of Tiana Trump.
she got to play with the balls too, so that's like a big thing for me.
But you know, I give every girl I work with a warning that I have sensitive balls.
As you should.
I don't know why you would know that, but yeah,
You said it on the pod 3 times.
You're
Bad
right.
podcasting.
the bloody sperm story.
Yeah.
You remember?
you said that.
You want to hear it again? You want
Wasn't
to
it
hear me
like
talk about cum some more?
No. Please, let's move on to something else.
We heard about the
Your
great
corn stories?
the great bike accident fiasco of 2004. All right.
I gotta
We
find
know-
that clip, bro. I smacked my nuts.
Yeah.
I got deleted off Instagram before you could archive.
That's why, man.
Maybe not.
At a certain point, I stopped those type of pursuits.
What, balls?
No, like it's like live action, like hard sports, like skating and things like that. Because
You used to rollerblade?
hell yeah, I used to rollerblade, rollerblade skate.
You know who I met when I was in Vegas?
Hmm.
Kalani.
Did you?
Kalani's bad.
She is fire.
Super bad.
Shouts to the Yay area.
She performed at the
she
Corner
performed.
Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to see both versions of her. I saw her like earlier that day, like rolling out of bed, like sweatpants. And then I saw her on stage at the Corner Awards, fully done up, looking like ravishing as fuck. So I'm glad that I got to appreciate both ends of her.
I like-
Pause. Huge pause.
No, no pause. I like the natural swag. You feel me? Like done up is cool, but I like fresh out. I want to see what you really look like. You know, if you had makeup on the last night and you fell asleep drunk, a little bit smeared.
I have been appreciating women for a very, very long time. So I could definitely appreciate both because I know like what the top porn stars look like with no makeup. So it's like,
And some of them are bad, right?
some of them pull it off. It's like they look fine. Some not so
Hey, if
great.
I can still knock you down in the bonnet, it's all good.
You
In a
feel me?
bonnet.
But some of them, like, that's part of their appeal. Like, I don't feel like Riley Reid, you need to see her super done up, right? Like, she's supposed to look like the girl next door that
Right.
that you have a chance in real life of nailing.
But have you ever heard of this Jamaican artist named like I think it's like Shishana?
Shoshana?
She has a song with Meg Thee Stallion. Can you search it? Meg Thee Stallion, she SHEES.
Coffee come in with the rap.
You mean like Sheena?
Shashina.
Oh, that's
Shashimi. Some shit.
you talking about London baby mama or his girl, whatever.
That's his baby
talking about-
mama?
Yeah,
Really?
she's bad.
Yeah. London on the Track had a baby with her?
I think I could be
Wow, I
wrong.
have no idea.
The light skinned girl, right?
Sort of, I think.
Let me see.
I don't know, but she was the other performer at the Porn Awards, right? And at one point, I won't even call her out by name, but one of the porn stars was announcing the next musical artist, and she's like, "And next up, Kaylani," and the other girl comes out. It's like
Why?
super, like I don't know. I guess there was some mixed signals on her cue cards or whatever, but she fucking, it was like super awkward,
Yes.
That girl bad though.
hilarious.
Jamaican women are very attractive for the most part.
Are you guys like not even close to pulling this up on the screen? Yo, you guys actually like.
Good looking shit, Ludi.
I mean, let's just be real.
Coffee come in with the rap.
Their average time of like bringing something up on the screen has got to be at least like 4 minutes, right?
Josh normally pretty good.
Nah, I'll get Josh. He's bad 90.
Googling. There she is.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Shensia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Lick.
bad.
She got videos with like 80 million views. I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of her until
She is-
the
Moment.
Porn Awards.
Okay. Okay. I know who you're talking about now. She is super
Yeah,
bad.
my nigga London bagged that. Big W.
Damn, he's an icon though. How the fuck are you with her, Summer Walker?
Summer Walker. too,
What's he
big
got next
W.
up his sleeve?
He's setting the bar pretty high
Oh,
for
now we're
himself.
just looking at pictures of her. Here we are.
Yeah, I'm a,
Click on that blue Instagram picture on the top.
See,
bro.
look.
The third one.
Look at him.
The third one.
He over there to the left with her. Holding
Really?
hands.
Oh,
Go
yep,
down.
Yep.
No, the next
Down.
one.
Down.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
We're not even there. 6 million followers. It's crazy that musicians can be
Ooh,
successful.
is she doing
and-
Coachella?
She
I
about
have
to
no
have
idea.
6 million to 1.
Josh hits the
Goddamn it.
link. Yeah, hit the link tree. Does she have OnlyFans?
Hell no. Disrespect that queen.
Wait till she has one. No.
What about Iggy?
Did you check it out?
My homie sent a picture. I was like, "Ooh."
Do you actually get to see something? Or?
I seen some nips.
Shut up. Oh, I'm in there. How much is it? $30?
I don't know. The homie sent this.
25.
25.
Damn.
I'm gonna show you one, girls. I said, "Ooh."
Did she deny that she made 300K like already or something?
She did, but
I think
we
that's
don't.
what the
said that
bonus
wasn't
is
true.
and shit.
We don't know if she's implying that that's more or less.
I think she made more than that.
I believe so too, because just like all it would take is at $25 for it to be 300 grand, 12,000 people.
Maybe now that she has an OnlyFans, she will unblock me on Twitter.
Why she block you?
I don't know. Something I said. Wow. Now I've seen Iggy's boobs.
Come on.
No.
You disrespectful. Fool.
My bad.
I thought we
I
was
have
friends.
seen Iggy's boobs.
Oh yeah,
She's hot, dude.
yeah,
I want to see the dumper, though. I want to see how the BBL sits naturally.
very well.
Yeah.
So is that?
I buy that motherfucker. That'd be my first
But
purchase.
all the photos can't be that polished and airbrushed and shit, bro. I need to see just like straight nudity. I'm spoiled, bro.
She
I don't think she's gonna go that
There's
crazy.
no way she's showing her vagina. So what am I even gonna buy it
she's
for?
high on the food chain of snow bunnies, though. Let's keep it a stack out
100%.
Yeah. I mean, she got Carti's baby.
here. Yep.
That's pretty legendary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Is that more legendary than her music career?
I mean, yeah. Absolutely.
She had a run though.
You think what's a bigger deal, being Carti's baby mama or Fancy?
I think
She was on the double XL cover.
obviously from a pop perspective, Fancy and the record with Ariana Grande are
In
like,
our world, the Carti thing.
in our world, the Cardi thing is significantly more important. Like that's how do because like that's a cultural icon right there, and for her to do that. I'm honestly like a little bit surprised. I didn't see that couple ever happening. I feel like he would be with someone way artsier than that and alternative.
She was fucking with Tory before, you know.
That was her last man, right? And wasn't he executive producing?
She
her
liked
project?
short
Exactly.
niggas.
She chose to like squad up with Tory super hard, like right on the eve of the trial, like right before the trial.
That couple makes
Somebody
a lot
went
more
viral
sense.
right after the verdict saying somebody check on Iggy.
Yeah,
That was like a viral tweet.
but
She liked short niggas.
doesn't that couple make a lot more sense? Iggy and Tory. To me, like I would see.
Yeah, pick a mate for Cardi.
I could see Cardi with like someone like FKA Twigs or SZA or someone like
Or
that.
Gina Views.
Or Gina Views. We're not doing that. We're
No,
not
just
doing
kidding.
that.
SZA's fire.
No, but yeah, somebody who's got like a mysterious, artsy type of vibe,
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
saying.
fancy.
That's what I'm
Iggy.
saying. But I ain't mad at him in the slightest.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
no.
I'm-
I think he followed his heart on that one.
his heart.
Well, you know, I think he was listening to his dick, but I think he followed his heart because otherwise he would have gone with one of these mysterious chicks that he probably don't want nothing to do with.
I'm for sure sliding down a crocodile mile like all the way into that ass, though. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not even a question.
You would crawl through the desert
I'm literally
to sniff a fart.
through a starving oasis for just one booty crumb.
Did you see that BBL we had in here the other day?
Yeah, I wasn't here for that, but that looked quite
Our
expensive.
little skit y'all did.
Yeah, but she did the Patreon.
What was her name, like Jade or something?
Paige.
Paige, yeah.
Go check out my Instagram if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I made all the fucking editors work with me on this skit where we all like put these chairs staggered so that we could all look at her butt when she walks past. I had to get Bossa Nova in there.
So her compared to Johnny Blaze in overall cake swolls, what we looking like? Because Johnny Blaze is doing the darn thing.
Different styles, I think. I think there might be something different augmenting those parts of their bodies.
So one of them went to Brazil, the other one went to Miami, essentially.
One of them went to Harlem.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, Paige told me she went to Cardi B's.
But wait, wasn't that to do with putting cement in the butts?
You know, my girl knew
Right?
I don't know, but I told my girl, I'm like, you know that she got her butt done by the same doctor that Cardi B, and my girl already knew exactly the doctor's name and like knew other girls who had already gone to this guy. Like these girls just know these things. They're tapped in with the surgeons like a motherfucker.
They are though. That semen shit is crazy though.
Yeah.
Cement in your ass,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Imagine grabbing a booty and just feeling like a rock hard chunk
Nigga,
of cement in there.
It don't feel
older-
hard, but you can feel like you could tell the difference. It's not natural.
Now the older butt surgeries definitely were like just like titties used to be hard as rocks back in the day.
They sure did. Bust a window out with them.
Them saline tits, come on.
That's like good shit.
carved glass with them motherfuckers.
I remember getting porno magazines and the chicks would have tits this big. I still know some girls who have that, but it seemed like it was much more common when I
Interview
was
one
a
of them
kid.
girls.
Yeah.
Her shit was humongous.
Tits were way more like coveted back in the day.
Yeah, because they were the fake ones were brand new.
Here is always this is like my theory, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when you're, and maybe this has changed, but for me, when I was a super young kid, tits were more important. You feel me? Like, because that was like the first thing that was going on. Like, I'm gonna make out with you, and like, oh, if I get to feel your tits, this is fire. But when I got to the age where I'm actually fucking, that's when you realize the importance of booty.
Yeah, and you know what I always hated was that people would be like the bases. And like first base is like boobs, second base is fingering.
No.
And
No,
then
no.
third base
No.
is head and
You are
a
no,
home
you
run
got
is
it all
sex,
wrong.
right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
what is it?
First base is making out.
Making out. Okay, you're right.
Second base is titties.
And then
Third base is fingering, and then it's either
there aren't enough bases.
well, like
There needs to at least be another base
you get
for
the ass
head
home
slash
run.
eating out, and then a home run is sex. And then what's
no.
anal? The dugout?
Okay, so we'll say this: a home run, let's just say, is head. A grand slam is fucking, and no. Yeah. A grand slam is fucking.
But a grand slam changes everything. Now
No,
you're
check
talking
this
about
out.
men on base. If
Check
you're going to
this
do
out.
that, then we have more options because we could put two people on base and maybe that's eating her out.
Who's on third?
Yeah, y'all niggas confuse me now.
Here. So I
Josh,
think
you see what I'm going with, right?
anal sex is an inside the park home run.
What is it when the bat breaks?
That's an RBI.
That's something I'm always looking for. No, I'm trying to bunt.
Trying to bunt.
Bunt is rubbing the pussy through their jeans.
Bun, you got syphilis.
Bunting sounds like dry humping to me.
You like a bunt cake?
Butt cakes are good.
Butt cakes are fire.
Bunt cake is the most retarded existence of a D in any word ever.
Buntins.
Bunt
Buntins.
cake. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was always trying to figure out what was going on with bunting.
Joe Budden or Al Bundy?
No, I would play baseball and I would always want to bunt. I would tell my dad, like, yo, I'm a bunt.
Bunt
He'd be like,
me?
no, don't bunt. There's a guy on third, don't bunt. And I'd be like, no, I'm a bunt.
Bunt B.
Bunt one.
Yeah, bun one.
No, it's a good one.
I thought of a good one for you the other day, but I forgot. What was it? Cuck one? Something.
Loved one?
No,
Let it
that
out.
was earlier.
Let it out.
Let it out.
No,
loved
I think
one.
I was gonna call you Cuck one.
Oh, thanks.
But it might have seemed funnier to me at like 1 a.m.
That's great.
Why are you thinking about Lush at 1 a.m?
Well, I think about all you guys at 1 a.m.
Please don't.
Cluck one.
Cluck one is hard.
Plush one.
Ooh, make a little doll.
Slush one.
Hey, so on the new We Hungry that's not out yet, might be out tomorrow or Friday or Wednesday, which is tomorrow.
Thank God.
You guys were hating on deep fried mac and cheese.
You were hating on it?
Yeah, like TRell's talking. Like, okay, so I'm watching it, and it was the girl with the food truck, and shout out to her. I'm sure her food is
Shout out to
amazing.
Chef Creole. That shit
But
fire.
as I'm watching it, she's talking about her mac and cheese is so great, and to me, I'm looking at the mac and cheese, and I'm thinking it's too cheesy. Like it's just like a sea of cheese, like separate from the noodles on top
like
of
it
it.
like that.
That's not my ideal style. I like when it's crispy, it's crusted, it's darkened, it's blackened around the edges, breadcrumbs on that bitch.
I like
and
that
then
too.
TRell is hopping on board all up on her tip, just like, oh yeah, I hate when it's dark on top. Whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the best kind of mac and cheese. Josh, can we get a poll in the chat? Burnt mac
don't
and
know.
cheese or sloppy, wet mac and cheese?
It all depends on how it tastes.
Why can't it be both?
Exactly.
It cannot be both.
It can.
Okay, but it's like two different styles. When the cheese on top is still liquidy and moving, that's way different than when you've baked it to the
I
extent where
like
it's
it like
kind of
that too,
hardened.
though.
Okay, but I want to know what people like more. Because
that's
to me, I like the duality of mac and cheese where you have the soft noodles and the sort of hard, crispy crunch.
So
on
you
the
don't
top.
like the mac and cheese that sounds like sex when you put your spoon in
That
the.
motherfucker be busting.
I like it to sound like you're
See,
breaking a window when you first
like-
insert the spatula.
I like the medium cheese on there. It's kind of soft, but it has its own texture. You know what I mean?
I want.
But her oxtails, them motherfucking oxtail,
Those are cracked. The egg rolls, the oxtail
egg rolls
yeah.
is stupid.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not tempted to eat the deep fried broccoli that I saw you eating.
Nigga, that shit was crazy.
Was it really?
Oh my!
You never had like what
God.
about like tempura?
That was
broccoli?
probably the best.
No?
Oh, maybe.
You feel me?
That
Like,
was probably one of the best things.
Was it really?
Oh my God!
what's not going to be better.
That was
when
with
you
Vurger
fry it?
Guyz?
Anything's good if you fry it.
I was just thinking about it. Like, I feel like potatoes and meat and stuff, that these things deep fried seem really great.
Oh no, that was
broccoli.
That was Trap Kitchen. The fried broccoli was probably, out of the whole episode, that was either number 1 or number 2 my favorite thing I tasted on there. It was that crazy.
I need to know how many calories you're adding to the broccoli by deep frying.
We're
it.
not asking.
Probably a lot. Look at this.
It's pretty close.
How you gonna put
what's
other?
other?
What the fuck is a other?
So yeah,
I don't want that to be an option.
my other,
You can see that burnt mac and cheese is currently winning with 543.
Yeah, because you got a fucking other
If
in
you
there.
could put other, or what's better than other is just see results, because there's got to be people out there that just don't eat mac and cheese and they think that we're being weird right now.
not because like for me personally, I would like it to be crispy, but then soft and gooey on the inside.
That's what I'm saying. The duality. But this stuff that they were eating on the show, and much respect to her, I'm sure it's amazing. Everybody should go fuck
Fire.
with it. But the cheese on top was not burnt at all. It was still like very liquidy. To
I
me,
like that though.
To me, my instinct was, I'm going to take that and I'm going to eat it in the same bite as some of the fried chicken, because I want something crispy and crunchy with the cheese and the softness.
I think the most important thing to me is how it's seasoned. That's what it comes down to.
That's what I'm saying, because I've had some burnt ones that was trash. But you know who got some good macaroni and cheese? Like on some fast shit? Chick-fil-A, they shit busting.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like when you get fast food mac and cheese, it's never going to be like really baked or anything, because it would take too long. Like when you get it from KFC or Popeyes or some shit like that, it's always
trash.
soft as fuck.
I kind of like the mac and cheese at Boston Market. It's not like
Nigga,
regular.
who go to Boston Market?
It's kind of fire.
I like Boston Market. I don't
Hell
know why.
no.
What's wrong with Boston Market?
We hometown buffet.
But they got all this good shit that you don't have at other fast food places, like cornbread, like stuffing.
Hometown buffet is not fast food. That's
No,
like-
I'm just
That's
saying.
a buffet.
Nigga, Boston Market to me is the same as hometown buffet.
There's one right near the cribs.
Boston Market ain't got no drive-through.
It do.
You can't
No.
go get a Thanksgiving
It do.
turkey.
No,
You
I've been
passing shit through through the drive-through.
They do have a drive-through.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's kind of flight too.
I'm out. Will you get
Wait, you can
cranberry
get-
sauce too?
You can get drive-through at Boston Market,
Yeah.
but not hometown buffet. Drive-through buffet
hell
makes no sense. We can keep driving through over and over.
I ain't been to hometown since I
AD
was
if we
like
just fill it up a
13.
trash bag, dumping fucking entrees into the trash bag.
AD, you the type to, you rolled up to a buffet with the motherfucking plastic bags before. Don't even.
I thought about it long and hard.
Never?
There used to be this sushi spot that we would go to in Queens, and it was like $35, all you can eat sushi and all this other amazing Asian food. And me and my one homie put a lot of thought into how we could effectively like wear a trash bag inside our shirt and like basically just dump tons of sushi into it and then bring it home and put it in the fridge and just live off it for like a week straight.
It's very dangerous to eat all you can eat sushi.
You learned that the hard way?
Very dangerous.
You went out? You went out
yeah.
sad?
It didn't quite agree with me. It didn't quite agree.
They had a place in Burbank. It was like a seafood buffet. Shut it down, no.
Sometimes I hear people talking
What
about
you just
going
said,
out for
shut it
sushi
down.
and spending like thousands of dollars at a sushi spot. And I'm like, how is that possible? I eat like 2 rolls and I'm done.
If you
Nah.
okay, so Yamashiro, if you get a lot of this stuff on the menu, like the Toro and shit, that'll rack up. for
I'm
sure.
$100 to the face when I eat sushi.
Toro is amazing.
But if the rolls are like $25-$30, right? That's like what like a high-end roll is going to be, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to eat like 3 rolls and I'm fucking stuffed. It's got to be like 800 calories or something for a roll,
yeah,
I'm
but
guessing.
they be having like Wagyu rolls. They be having all type of shit like
But I think sushi also is just the kind of thing that if you decide that you want to really stuff your face, it's like really easy to eat an absurd amount of it.
I had a good one though. Short ribs. Short rib sushi. That shit was
The
fire.
thing I was really jealous of you guys eating was the short rib or the mac and cheese, like what are they, like egg roll type
So we
things?
talking oxtail egg roll.
Oxtail egg rolls. What the fuck?
Nigga, that shit's next level.
Phenomenal.
I want.
Friendsgiving.
I
Going
want.
up.
Every single last person on the next We Hungry episode, like when I say top tier, you could drive over there and the Vurger Guyz, that shit really tastes like a hamburger. Like
Is vegan?
it's all vegan, everything. Shit was crazy.
I thought you were against like Satanism.
Well,
I think not eating like real meat burgers is
No,
kind
but
of
it's-
like of the devil.
it's the way that it's seasoned. It's very good.
I think it might be satanic.
They even had like vegan
Veggie
carne
burgers,
asada.
I think, are like feminizing young men.
That shit's good as fuck.
Young men are growing boobs because they have vegan vegan burgers.
It's pea protein.
But let's be real. Like I feel you, but also not killing
Soy boy.
not killing animals is fire though. I'm down. I'm down with not killing animals.
They are here to be sacrificed for our benefit.
No, they're not.
Look,
Fuck with animals.
No, they are.
I know, of course, Josh and Adam, you feel me, you guys out there.
It's an important ritual. I feel very strongly about it. Every time I eat a cow, I have like a little transcendent experience with that cow.
So you're talking about Satanism being vegan stuff, but you're having transcendent bloodlust rituals every time you eat some meat.
Every time I eat meat, I get closer to God. And you know, me and Rampage were just talking about his son. His son is a MMA fighter who is vegan. And me and Rampage had this whole conversation of like where we're like, oh, this poor kid, like he needs to get it together. Like I'm like really going in about how bad it
but
is.
if you think about it, and I've seen this in a documentary, the biggest animals in the world don't eat meat.
Right.
They eat plants.
No, exactly.
I feel like if you think about it,
Elephants.
think about how much they have to eat in order to get anywhere close to their caloric intake. It's like an absurd amount.
Protein, you do it the right way. It's more protein and less servings.
More protein in what? Like,
But
almost
also
no
fucking
vegetables
meat.
have protein.
Animals have to hunt to eat other animals. That's a whole lot of work. It's not, eating plants is not that much work going into it.
What's the word for like? It's like transmutant. Blah, blah, blah. What's the word for like if you like when you take the Eucharist, the body of Christ, and like you eat it, and then you
Communion?
Yeah. But there's like the concept of like you become Christ when you eat it, right? That's like the same.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like so, I feel like the way you're talking about eating meat has that energy to it. Like
I just feel like animal protein is so superior to all other protein that it's just not even close.
I mean, it tastes way better. I ain't going front.
Way better.
And it's just better. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up. Where should we go with this? Are you unfollowing Gunna? Fellow Crip?
I mean, honestly, I don't care.
But you unfollowed Pino. You don't even know him.
I mean, that was different.
Yeah, because he ratted on like a girl when he was like 17.
No,
like
it was
some
just
super goofy
It was
shit.
just more like, it was more personal. Like, I
'Cause
felt
you were
like
on
I was
Twitch.
going to film content with him. And like, you know what I'm saying? I was on that. Like, I met Gunna a few times. Like, that's not one of my like personal homeboys at the end of the day. And I mean, we've been talking a lot about this shit. It's like, now I don't feel like the kids care. I don't care like people care about
You
like
care
the
though,
same
right?
shit. I mean, I don't honestly, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? If it's not in my vicinity, like niggas can do what the fuck. It's all type of shit that I can say, like, I don't fuck with this, I don't fuck with this. It's just people, they being people. It is what it is.
6ix9ine is right. 6ix9ine said everybody was so vocal when I was snitching, and now that it's somebody that they like, they don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm just saying,
people do pick and choose.
6ix9ine is totally right about this.
He's
one.
right about that. People
Yeah.
are picking and choosing
Right.
what they're considering. They're like, I like you, I'm still gonna do this and do that.
I could politic
mean,
with a snitch. I don't give a fuck.
A lot of his closest friends, I mean, the fact that Lil Baby unfollowed him, that's not just, this is the dude that came in the game with him.
Meek Mill.
It was Meek Mill, that's his boy, you feel me? Like that. And I mean, Meek Mill also is not only, Meek Mill's real close with Thugger. That's really who his boy is. So if he's turning his back on him, that says a lot.
For sure, the hip hop Illuminati had a whole little meeting, and they're like, "We're gonna unfollow me. We're gonna unfollow Gunna. We're gonna do it one by one, and the blogs will have something new to post about every 8 hours." Because
Polo
for
G did
sure,
it.
they all talked about it, right,
Dirk dissed him in a song.
bro? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the consequences though.
We were all like the best defense that people had when they talked about the Gunna thing was like, let's see how it plays out. Let's see who fucks with them. Let's see how everybody else reacts to this. I kind of feel like after this week, we sort of have an idea of how it's going to be. But the thing is that a ton of people are still going to fuck with him, you know? It's just going to be interesting to see, like, does he get support from, like, just opportunistic rapper dudes who aren't really, like, close to the streets? Like, does he have to kind of go in a different direction in terms of the types of artists that want to work with him?
If you from the streets ain't gonna fuck with it.
Like with 6ix9ine,
it.
6ix9ine could do songs with a bunch of people. He just couldn't do songs with like poppin' rappers. And it's interesting. Like, who is gonna still fuck with him? I haven't really spent time looking at his Instagram comments, but that was one of the things that struck me when 6ix9ine first got out, is that he would have a post with 50,000 comments, and I would start looking through it, and all the top comments, not one of them was a rapper.
I mean, but a lot of times, even with 6ix9ine, I feel like they just disliked him. So that's what made it worse.
You know,
because I see a lot of people. They're like, oh, they're really picking and choosing right now.
Yeah, to a degree, but also, I mean, like, I feel like the fact that one of the reasons why they're picking and choosing is because of just how much of a troll 6ix9ine was and how outspoken and vocal he was for so long.
A lot of people were already looking for a reason to hate him.
That's what I'm saying.
Him, you know?
Like, people, I mean, there's probably racial implications there too. I'm not gonna lie. But on top of that, with Gunna, everyone thought Gunna was a pretty solid dude prior to all this. No one
100%.
had anything bad to say about
I'm
him.
still holding out for that. I don't necessarily think what he's signed up for here means that he's not a solid guy.
Well,
I feel like it might play out differently than everybody's assuming it will, but I don't know.
Him saying that YSL is a gang, well, no matter what he says about it, that's literally confirming the number one argument that the prosecution is trying to use to bury these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to, like, Thug's whole defense is predicated on the fact that we're not really a gang. This is just music.
Did you
Free
see
Thug, man.
You see Funk Flex saying that he has decided that he is now open-minded about playing 6ix9ine's music, which is really convenient at a time where, like, 6ix9ine's not even putting out music, and it doesn't seem like any of the music that he put out would necessarily have been stuff that Funk Flex would have been dying to play.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. So, first of all, shouts to Funk Flex for his incredible legacy, all the years he put in, 60 minutes of funk, incredible tapes. I mean, Hot 97 was a staple all through the 90s, early 2000s.
Big Jort influence.
Now,
Lugs.
you feel me?
Lugs. Drip God, really.
Jort Master Flex.
Drip God Flex.
With that being said, all the shit you said about Tupac, bro, like, come on, man. We don't fuck with that shit. Even if there is, like, you know, you could say a lot about Tupac, but the way he went about it and just how unwavering he is and calling him a fraud.
It was definitely more personal.
Yeah, it's like, which one of your bitches did Tupac fuck? Like, it really don't make sense. Okay, there's that.
You feel like Funk Flex has reached the just saying shit point in his career where he's just like, he's just got hot takes that seem like disconnected from stuff that he said like a month prior. Because I kind of feel like some of the sports commentators get into this sort of thing too, where it's like, kind of hard to take them serious at a certain point because these takes just seem so extreme and so incoherent.
No, the Pac shit was personal. He was damn near crying.
But
as soon as you carry out a personal vendetta as if you're speaking on your actual moral code, that kind of like makes me think about all your other takes differently.
Since then, I feel like he saw the level of engagement he got from that, and it has had just like a plethora of very hot takes. Here's the reality. Mainstream radio is increasingly more irrelevant every single day. It really doesn't matter.
Bingo.
It doesn't hold the same weight. He has to do stuff to even keep his name in the conversation because we have things like No Jumper. Look at like a lot of the most popular rappers right now, NBA Youngboy, Yeet, all these dudes. They do not rely on radio in the slightest. It doesn't matter.
Man, listen, radio is a fucking business. And anybody that thinks otherwise is dumb as hell. If you're with iHeart, you with any other company, they have a list of 30 songs, something like that they have to play every hour on the hour, whatever comes through there. A lot of people is not going to leverage their jobs because they don't want to play a certain record. Funk Flex is probably one of the only people, very few people that has the leverage to be like, I don't want to play something or I do want to play something in radio right now.
There's a few.
Ebro too, for sure.
But at the end of the day, still like, payola exists in all levels of the radio game, and him even making that statement about Tekashi, I don't like you said, when's the last time Tekashi had a record that's going to be on Funk Flex's radar? But that kind of makes me think, damn, are you getting paid by somebody? Are you preparing us to hear some Tekashi on Hot 97?
Would you, if all of a sudden he started playing a 6ix9ine record, would you just assume that there was money exchanging hands?
1000%.
I feel like it was more of just Funk Flex doing the hyperbolic thing of like, oh, this is, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if there's somebody on his team that is like, hey, you should say this on Instagram, or like, how about this? How about you put this as a post so it'll go viral or whatever? Like, I feel like once you get to a certain stage in the media game, there might be some help behind the scenes in terms of getting your points out there.
This is a thing too that, you know, a lot of people go back and forth with is, can you separate the artists from the acts? And a lot of time people choose when it comes down to that. So like, for instance, when Tory got an allegation, blackball from all playlists, you know what I'm saying? It's like, where do we draw the line when it comes down to what's getting accepted on playlists, what's getting played on the radio? Because like now, like, they're kind of like really gatekeeping that shit.
But I
Good
can
point.
listen to R. Kelly, but I don't think that there's like a 6ix9ine song that I'll probably ever listen to the way we used to listen to Gummo.
But
Because
that
to me,
person-
rap is different because I have like a real interest in rap in a social degree. You know, he's like somebody I know and shit. To me, R. Kelly is like this random artist. I'll never meet him. I'm never gonna interact with him in any way. It's just like he made classic records. I can't say that about 6ix9ine. A, I know him, and B, it's just his music is not timeless like that. And I've seen nothing to suggest to me that he's gonna have future hit records. He hasn't shown any growth since he came out.
R. Kelly not only is significantly way better of an artist than 6ix9ine,
Right.
but also what he did is 1,000 times more deplorable. Like
Yeah.
as
Probably worse than what anybody's ever done.
as dishonorable as snitching is, you cannot compare it
Not
to
at
the
all.
level of deviance that R. Kelly.
100%.
Come on,
But if
bro.
I gave a fuck about R&B that much, I probably couldn't listen to R. Kelly, right? Like, but I don't fucking care. I believe I can fly.
I don't want to give. I don't want to give a move your body like a snake.
That's what I said. Move your body like a snake, ma. Come on, 6ix9ine couldn't do that.
No, not in his greatest day.
I don't think so. How you guys feel about the Ali Lottie controversies? We were trying to ignore it as far as no jumpers, since our history with Juice WRLD and trying to show respect and everything. At one point, the Instagram team hit me up and they were like, "Oh, should we post about Ali Lottie, having an OnlyFans?" Even though she said that she would have never started OnlyFans, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not trying to
Same as Iggy.
cover Ali like that or anything." But then now Ali got popped for meth and cocaine.
What did Juice WRLD say? All girls are the same. Come on. But R.I.P. to the legend Juice WRLD. I actually spoke to Ali Lottie's family yesterday.
And what'd they say? A family.
Yeah, a specific member of her family.
Oh, okay. Because
I can show you the text.
it was weird because Ali was commenting like, "Yo, DM me on all the No Jumper Instagram posts." And
She's
then,
still commenting.
And then I DM'd her today or yesterday and said, "Yo," and then today I double DM'd and no response.
Didn't she leave some weed here before?
Yeah, Lottie Biscotti.
Yeah.
Let's
Came home
see.
to a new Benz or something.
Has she DM'd me since then? No, she has not. So I don't know what the fuck she's on. Yeah, I sent it 3 hours ago. She didn't see it. But the other and the other message, she didn't see it either. Yesterday, I hit her up. So she's like asking for us to get in contact with her and then not responding to my DMs. I don't understand.
80's reading the text from her relative.
Wait, I want to read it. I can't expose this?
I mean,
Let me just read this.
Ain't my phone.
Wait. Oh, so...
Ether.
it started in a very contentious manner.
So okay.
What's this person's mental health like?
I talked
Why are
to
they asterisking they're going to get in trouble for swearing?
Well, here, hold on.
I'm not reading this whole thing. This is
Yeah,
wild.
don't read it from the beginning. Read it from where
Why do you have a bedazzled case?
because no one's gonna steal it.
Yo, yeah, why you got a BB Simon phone case?
Don't worry about what the fuck I got going on.
Like a what? This nigga Lush.
How many BB Simon belts you got?
I own one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No. So basically, this what they're saying is she's in the throes of addiction right now, and they've been trying to help her for a long time. It's kind of ugly right now, and the dude she's with is a really bad influence. But I mean, it's kind of weird because
He's an Instagram giveaway guy.
and he's 19 years old and she's 29.
Yeah.
So it's like a very strange dynamic. But I have a soft spot in my heart for drug dealers. Yeah, he's 19 and she's 29.
But he's the bad influence?
He does Instagram giveaways.
That's what I said. I'm saying what her family said to me. I'm not like, I don't have a horse in this
Of
race.
course, people gonna blame stuff on
I
somebody.
mean, Ali been getting loaded. They'll watch that interview. She was clearly fucking all over the place as fuck.
I feel bad for both of them. Like, I definitely have a soft spot for drug addicts. There definitely is redemption. However,
100%.
However, I will say that little dude posing with motherfucking Juice WRLD's jewelry and
That's crazy.
That ain't
Rolly and
cool.
all that, that's dumbass out of pocket.
That's out of pocket.
That's like, to me, all that says is that him dating her or whatever is
Clout
a fucking
chase.
troll and a clout chase move in the first place. Because if you had any kind of respect for Juice WRLD, you would not be fucking around like that. You'd be trying to have nothing to do with that side of things. You maybe make your little statement, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. I have nothing but respect for him, but then you go on your way. Like if I was dating a girl who had like a famous ex who died, I'm doing everything possible to be totally respectful of it. You guys could not get me to say something disrespectful because you're right on the precipice of just being disrespectful just by being in that position. People are going to have their eyes lasered in on you to see you if you say some nut shit.
Wait, but let me ask you something, Adam. You never been off Zans before, have you? No.
I'm gonna get you one.
Yeah, you should try it at least once. As a
Put in your booty.
Bro, chill the fuck out today.
A quarter.
What the fuck wrong with you?
he's sex playing you.
Man,
As a
nigga crazy.
Put it in a smoothie.
As a Barnosaur.
Put it in a smoothie.
As a real Barnosaur, right? You've been off the shits plenty of times. Couldn't you see yourself if you're just like zanned out your
A
face?
barnivore?
A barnivore. There you go. If you're off the shits, off the Zans, and you saw like the watch right there, couldn't you see yourself putting it on? Like, oh, look at me flexing with it. I don't know. That seems like a retarded Xanax thing to do.
I did a lot of dumb shit off Zans, including getting my Snapchat deleted because I got my dick sucked by 2 girls. But
That's way more honorable than fucking wearing Juice WRLD's watch.
I don't think, even no matter how barred out I was, I just don't think I would do something like that. But to be fair, being super barred out will make you do the most retarded shit
That's
on
what I'm
earth,
saying.
you
And
know?
you're not 19 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
And like a weird dude from, the cuts.
Like there's been multiple people that I like saw them when I was barred out and I could barely even fucking communicate. And when I thought about it afterwards, A, barely remembered, and B, just like felt like the biggest idiot ever. Like, yeah, for sure, anything you do when you're off Xanax is basically going to be like indefensible.
I mean, they got caught shoplifting from Walmart. You feel me? Like
That's what they got him for?
they got caught up shoplifting from Walmart.
Wonder what they're taking.
Allegedly, they said that she had something that she didn't know was in her bag or whatever. I don't know. But
I'm sure that happens all the time.
right, yeah, it's happened to me.
Sorry, I accidentally put your products in my backpack.
She pulled a Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I don't think so.
My initial thought would be like electronics, obviously, right? Like,
I mean, but they usually have that locked up.
you could like get to the TVs and like there's
It feels like her Instagram is being run by like her OnlyFans promotion team because everything on her story and shit is like about to go live and talk about what's going on my OnlyFans.
and like
That reeks of like thirst.
the boyfriend dude who looked like Jack Harlow's like retarded little brother. He's from Oklahoma. Now, like I know that in Oklahoma they got some like hood areas and there's like a lot of legit people from out there, but also there's like straight Dust Bowl Okie hick ass motherfuckers out that way too in abundance. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Just because Juice WRLD is a legend doesn't mean he necessarily had the best taste in girls on earth.
Well, wasn't
I
she-
mean, she seemed like she was a pretty bad influence on him at times during their relationship, if you had to be totally honest.
Wasn't she his assistant originally? Isn't that how it started? That's what
I don't know.
I think it was something like that. That's what I was told. Yeah.
I mean, I fuck with her, but for sure, she needs to get her shit together. It's not good.
Yeah, I hope she gets it together for real.
Yeah.
Definitely sucks.
Do the podcast, Allie. But should I is that weird to interview her given that I just acknowledge that I feel like she's not in a great place?
Don't do it right now.
I would wait till her redemption arc.
Where are we going Instagram Live?
But
Is that less bad?
That's. I mean, but you're acknowledging that
I would
she's
say-
not in a great place, and you will still want to do it.
I would stay away from it beyond that just because of the whole Juice WRLD jewelry thing. That's kind of like shouldn't
Coming
be
soon
rewarded.
to Cam Capone.
She can for sure.
Maybe.
I would.
OG Suicide in the building.
She's for sure gonna go on.
Love one.
She
Love.
gonna be on Drinks with Jinx pretty soon for sure.
Oh, I love that idea.
Shouts to my dog Jinx.
Okay. How about this? Shout out to all the jort wearers.
Loved one in the building.
OG Suicide. How many pairs of jorts you got at home? You fuck with the jorts? Jean shorts?
Jean shorts?
Yeah. Nice.
We don't fuck with the jean shorts.
He's a different type of
In
hunk.
the summer though, Dickie shorts and shit.
Dickie
Okay.
shorts are cool.
Dickie shirt.
How low you wear them though? How much leg you showing?
Oh, they down here.
They're low. Yeah. 6 inches below
Always
the knee.
Past the knees, past the knees.
Past the knees. And no flip flops.
No flip flops.
No sandals.
It's a
No
DP.
mandals.
It's a DP.
You ain't doing no
Absolutely.
flip flops. You ain't doing slides.
Tell them how mad Unc got at me.
Yeah. Bro, I got on him. A bunch of bloods were hollering at me at the fucking the no cap show.
Shout out to my Pyros, man.
Almost got packed out for having some sandals on.
Oh, y'all were in a public space.
They hit me immediately
Well, the
about
Novo.
him.
Yeah, see,
I'm showing the world how comfy I am.
That's very comfy.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Frowned upon in the land.
Did you guys see the incident that happened with Blueface and Krishan here that is coming out tomorrow?
No, I did not see it.
Tomorrow or maybe Thursday. And we have a separate vlog where you get to actually see what happened. And I'm not going to describe everything so that people actually watch
bad?
it. It was nuts. They had to drag her kicking and screaming out of here. She
For
kicked-
what?
Yo, the TV didn't get broke? You saved the TV? It doesn't like have any visible damage?
I really want to watch this right now.
Badly.
Man, bro, it's nuts.
Can we say why she got upset or no?
Yeah, it's just a little bit mysterious, but
Wait, who was doing the interview?
Gina and Sharp.
Ah,
Wait, you think she was mad about Gina?
no.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think you're right. Sharp. Yeah, you're
I
right.
wasn't gonna say it.
It makes sense.
Why did I guess Gina? I don't know. Nah, you're right. That was it. Because I haven't watched the full interview. I just watched like the vlog. But it's amazing because we have all the security camera footage and stuff. We need to have cameras in here too. Because
So,
that footage would be hella useful at times.
so is it safe to say that Blueface was on Sharp's side during this exchange?
Yeah, he basically wanted to finish the interview alone, and that's how the whole thing.
I kind of feel like he's always like that. He's just like, let her do her thing. I'm about to just do this.
He just basically just gets her out of there partway through. But then the crazy part is that she just comes back totally normal like 20 minutes later.
And sits in the interview.
And just sits in the interview and acts normal. It's wild, bro. He's living a wild life.
She a gremlin.
I'm telling you, I told y'all from the start. The box probably crazy
Something's got to be
Oh no,
wrong.
to die for.
that box is literally like a motherfucking Chinese finger torture, super tight device from the dark ages that you will never emerge from. Once you go in there, you're just stuck for life.
So you're going to holler if Blueface and her break up, basically.
He going down a rabbit hole.
Literally.
It definitely. I agree. It's probably fire. We'll say that.
It's got to be. It's amazing that they're still together after what happened here. That's going to be one of the wildest things we dropped in a minute.
Nigga, they got a whole show together where they just going at it.
So you see the new criticism in the media is that Zeus is basically like profiting off of a domestic abuse situation. Do you buy this?
I mean, there's always going to be fucking companies that come that do this shit because, I mean, look what Jerry Springer was doing.
Yeah.
They're
But I think in
actually-
retrospect, a lot of people think what Jerry Springer was doing was kind of fucked up too, right?
Yeah, it was what Jerry Springer was doing was exploitational. But to be fair, you didn't see like dudes and their ladies too often fighting each other. Normally, it would be women fighting over a dude, dudes fighting over a bitch.
Jerry Springer felt fucked up at the point where it went from people fighting once in a while to where it was obvious that the point of the show was for them to fight, and it felt super fake
Nigga.
and just set up. It started to feel like WWE by the time
Wasn't
they
the
stopped
movie
fighting.
called Ringmaster, I believe?
Yeah,
About Jerry Springer?
yeah.
It was like a Jerry's, it was, yeah, Ringmaster, I think.
And basically before World Star, it was Jerry. That was literally like the war cry anytime you saw people swabbing.
I know. That's some of the best marketing ever is that people started yelling World Star during fights, which
Right.
World Star didn't come up with that or anything. People just started doing it, and everybody thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Well, they had
When you
the
think
fight
about it now, it's like,
compilation.
why was that so funny?
They had the fight compilations, and it would say at the beginning, World Star.
But they started doing that at the or after a while. At first, they would just post fights one by one. So you would look at fucking World Star and it would just be nonstop, just death and destruction. But then they started to kind of compress it into
That's crazy. World
compilations.
Star used to be booming.
RIPQ and shouts to the mayor of Cincinnati himself, Jerry motherfucking Springer.
He's still with us, right?
Yeah,
What's he doing now?
Probably just rich chilling.
that fool's posted.
We got to get him on here.
If you do that, that's legendary.
Absolutely.
I think Vlad did. Or did he?
Oh.
Steve Wilkos is still going strong,
Yeah,
right?
think about like all the people from.
Didn't something happen with him?
Yeah,
Huh.
he had some allegations.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve.
What?
Absolutely.
Allegations that his head was too shiny?
No, he got some shit.
He finna be on that app.
Really?
That's what they
Finna
saying.
be on that app.
What the fuck?
You
Him,
don't,
the EDP app?
you don't
Yeah.
want to be on that app.
Wow. Hey, I think we like tried to talk about this a few weeks ago, but I don't think we actually got deep into it. like, do you feel like EDP said they had like stage 5 cancer or some shit? EDP 445, for those who don't know, basically a fat fuck who at one point basically got caught trying to fuck a 13-year-old off of
Wasn't
Instagram.
it multiple times?
I think there were multiple different occasions where people either like tricked him or he was caught talking to someone underage or whatever. But this particular situation was some like pedophile hunter type dudes, right? And so you know all about this, right? You know, he got caught up, basically got blacklisted from the internet after that. His YouTube channel got deleted and everything. But somehow he's been able to thrive on TikTok and shit. He has like 500,000 followers on TikTok, doing crazy views on everything he posts. I don't understand if it's like people hate watching or if it's like he genuinely has a fan base these days. But either way, I don't know if he was trolling when he said he had stage 5 cancer, but you know, how do we think about this? Are you like rooting for him to die because of his past deeds? Or do you feel like it's as distasteful as he may be that, you know, through him potentially dying, you're just going to stay mum on?
I don't wish death on anybody, but I don't feel bad for the nigga. Let the day carry on.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to die. However, I have no desire to consume any piece of content that dude ever makes.
But if I haven't actually looked at the TikTok, so I actually don't know what he's talking about on there. But I mean, the world without EDP is probably a better place, right? It's definitely a safer place for kids.
A world without him is like, it's also like a world without EDD. You feel me? Like
What?
erectile dysfunction disorder.
Oh, I thought you was talking about
Or the EDD.
pandemic scams.
Yeah.
How about to say, no, bring that back.
Yeah, bring that back.
Draw
please.
that connection for me.
What
EDD and EDP.
Right. So like a world without EDP is like a world without EDD. They're both can get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, okay. Fair
We don't
enough.
need that.
Wordplay. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen with the EDP thing. And do you think he should be allowed on TikTok?
Hell no.
Nah.
I don't think that they're going to
Hell
delete him
no.
for his past deeds, though. I think they would only delete him for the stuff he does on platform.
If it was still musically, he got to go.
But actually, you know,
Musically.
they delete a lot of porn stars on there who don't really post anything pornographic. It's like they delete them just for.
I don't know. Kids be on there so much. Like, I don't want my kid to scroll and see porn stars.
Well, what's it going to take?
Because they fucking start researching and shit.
What's it
So
going
you
to
want
take?
EDP either.
How do you alert the Chinese government about the fact that EDP is thriving on their app? Like, do you think that they would care? Maybe you should go there and get a meeting with TikTok.
How much?
Well, they
is
have
he,
U.S. offices.
How much is he thriving on the app though?
It's 500,000 or some shit.
Damn.
Maybe more. I don't know. I seen that a while ago.
It says a lot about TikTok that they deplatform things that are like pretty docile, but they're going to allow like an actual known multiple count sexual predator to just have free range on that
You
motherfucker.
think they would not allow R. Kelly on there?
They definitely wouldn't allow him on there.
R. Kelly's not even allowed to walk outside.
If R.
Somehow
Kelly,
he was allowed to drop an album, though.
if R.
You know, they
Kelly
said it
got a
wasn't him.
phone and started updating from prison on TikTok, that would be some good content.
Be interesting for sure.
Would you follow though, or you just watch from afar?
I'm
Is
not
following
trying to-
supporting?
Following is for show supporting.
I guess. All right, what else you guys got going on? I have one topic left, but I'm gonna put it on you guys. What do you got going on?
Got me there.
You have nothing, not one thing in the past week that you want to talk about.
Oh, well, I just started doing like community gaming. I did that before I came here.
What's that?
I was playing video games with the people and shit.
Playing
That shit
what?
was cool. Call of Duty today.
Are you any good?
I had a little rough start, but at the end, I kept getting first place. It was dope as hell. Yeah,
That's
fucking
that's
proud
cool
of you.
for you because wasn't that like you really wanted to do streaming a while ago before you got popping and you started with gaming, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a 360 for you, but now you actually have a built-in audience and people that want to fuck with you. So it's just
shit was cool. You know, to talk to the people and shit. I fuck with that.
fuck all that. I want to know how the movie premiere went. You feel me?
Oh, that shit was dope, man.
How much are you in the movie? Because I seen a screenshot from a kid that took a photo in the theater.
I'm about like 15 seconds, and my song is 1minute and 30 seconds in there.
I
So
saw
that was a nice little.
Are you a
know what
bully
I mean?
again?
Not a bully. I'm arguing with my baby mama in the movie.
You
Sounds
got
like a bully.
you got the baby daddy Burberry on, right?
You know what's crazy? I really bought a Burberry for that. And they was like, you can't use this.
Oh yeah.
And they gave me like something to look identical with that shit.
Wow.
She was dope though.
No, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Got to show my kid. You know what I'm saying? She was getting even the credits, like at the end where they see the name and shit, very proud of that.
You know what tripped me out, speaking of kid, is that my girl pointed out the other day that Parker says Daddy's song. This is Dada's song about one of the songs off the Drake and 21 album. 21, can you do something for that?
The gayest song on the album.
Right, but my girl asked me, she goes, why does Parker keep saying that's your song? You listen to that song a lot or anything? I'm like, no. And then I remembered that there was like, because me and my girl, almost everything we do with my kid is like together, right? So, but there was one time where my girl had to do something like a month ago, and I took her to the fucking playground for like 3 hours and was listening to that fucking album right when it came out, like actually a couple months ago. And to my kid, like she remembers that from like 3 months later. I listened to this song one time around her, and it's like still stuck in her head that Dada listens to that song.
22, can you do something for me?
Will she inherit the 22 name?
Parker 22.
Something weird happened. Not weird happened with my kid. My son had got pink eye the other day.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
Do you think someone was farting on his face?
No, I took him to Chuck E. Cheese.
The ball pit?
They don't even have ball pits no more at Chuck E. Cheese.
For real?
Well, the ones I've been to.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if it's
COVID
all of them,
restrictions?
but I've been to like 3 that I didn't see no ball pit.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's still like, that place is just like teeming with bacteria regardless.
Nigga,
right?
that shit's bad. But he got it like, it was very bad. And if it wasn't for my girl like noticing it, because I had left for a little bit. I left him with my mom for like maybe 30 minutes. And he fucking pointed the Chewies out to her. So she gave him 2 Chewies for some reason. So you have all these little clumps of Chewies on the couch when I come home. I'm like, Mom, why would you give him the Chewies? So he's like diving head first, jumping around on the couch. And my girl was like, something's in his eye. So I'm thinking like he probably got some Chewy in his eye. You know what I'm saying? So wipe that off. And she's like, no, like I think something is wrong with his eye. I'm like, ain't anything wrong with his eye. It's just a Chewy. And I see it and it started clumping up again. I was like, oh no. So just immediately took him to the urgent care. And shout out to the urgent cares out here. They fucking fast as hell. Like I was in there probably 15 minutes before they seen my son, gave him the drops, and they was like, yeah, it was pink eye. But maybe 2 hours after I left, my son's eyes looked like somebody beat the shit out of him.
Really?
It was so swollen. Like
Every
it
time
was
I had
sad.
pink eye, though, they give you the pills or whatever, and I felt like it went away pretty quick.
No, it's already gone. But I was thinking in my head, I was like, fuck, his mama gonna be hot.
What's a Chewy?
It's like a candy, right?
You don't know what a
Oh,
Chewy is?
I don't, in this
Oh,
context.
it's like a granola bar kind of.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah.
So it looked like that was in his eye?
Well, it's like it's similar.
The consistency.
Not the consistency, but the color.
When I had that swab in my dick, I thought,
Charles Schwab.
well, I thought a good name for me would be Brendan Schwab. Because I had a swab in my penis hole.
Okay, thanks a lot.
It's always back to the cock, huh?
Yeah.
It's always back to the cock.
But pink eye is a hell of a thing.
Yeah, that
Because
was
people
bad.
always make the same joke about you getting farts in your face.
I mean, yeah.
But look, the same time that my son, we were taking him to urgent care, my sister picked up my daughter, and my daughter and my sister ended up getting stuck in the elevator. They said for almost an hour. So my daughter's texting me. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my kids today?
With pink eye in the elevator?
No. My
Oh, he
son
wasn't
had
in there.
pink eye. My daughter was with my little sister. They went to get something to eat, and they got stuck in the elevator. But that was crazy.
For hella long, or?
They said like almost an hour.
Oh,
The
that
fire department had
Bro,
a fucking time.
I'm literally having a panic attack if that happens.
I've had that happen before.
How long you been stuck in an elevator? I was stuck in one in Estonia for like a half hour one time.
Oh, if I'm in a crucial foreign land and they're, oh man.
I was with like 10 BMX dudes in a fucking elevator, and there's this dude, Catfish, that I'm fucking friends with from back in the day, and he would always do the same stupid fucking thing as when you get in an elevator, he would jump up and down like to fuck with you and make you think that it was
I
gonna
used to
stop.
do that.
But sure enough, when you're with like 10 people in the elevator and you're in this old ass city in Europe that with the elevators are probably garbage, fucking the thing actually did stop and the fire department came. and
Remember
shit.
that one day, that fight that I had on my story, y'all put on no jumper I told y'all to take down?
Not really.
You don't remember I was at a hotel
Who'd you?
and it was like bottles getting thrown and all that
Oh,
shit.
that crazy ass rooftop party.
Yes,
Any of your
right.
homies go down for that or what?
Nothing, but anyways, no, but that same day we were like on an elevator. There's like 30 people on the shit, bro, and that shit said, bing.
Right.
Nigga, we was stuck for probably almost an hour. People start freaking out.
Trying to get away from the fight?
No, nigga, we're on the elevator. This is like before the fight happened.
Oh, you're on your way there.
We're on the way to the fucking party because you got to go on the rooftop. It's at the W. So we're stuck on a fucking elevator. We all happy like, damn, we finally got out of here. As soon as you get out of there, then you see the fucking fight happen and then the police and everything come and shit too. So that was crazy.
I'm not super juiced about confined spaces.
Nah, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
I think that'd probably be the worst way to die.
Ugh.
Like to be like
I would start freaking out after a while.
Suffocation.
And what if you have to piss?
That's a big part.
I'm just taking a piss. I'm gonna piss on some girl's high heels.
For sure, I'm pissing on the ground.
Imagine, because what are you gonna do? Like, would you rather pee your pants, or would you rather try to like pee into like the little edge between the floor and the door and try to get it to go
catch
down?
a charge.
I'm definitely not peeing in my pants. I'm avoiding that.
No, I'm not peeing in
So
my
you think
pants.
peeing on the ground's better?
Yeah.
Ugh. As soon as one person pisses, then you might as well all piss, and then you're gonna be all sitting in a shallow river of piss.
No, man. See, this is why I can't do these.
There's gonna be one girl on the fucking elevator who's gonna freak out on you so bad for pissing in the elevator.
If it's like 2 or 3 stories, 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to hit the stairs anyway. Like,
But if you're stuck though,
Get a little cardio in.
because I've been stuck on there where it like drops kind of below, and they have to open that shit up. You can't do it from the inside.
that's all bad.
Did you guys scope what happened with Ak and DDG on stream?
I was on there with them.
Oh, you got on there afterwards or
That's how
during
we
it?
they're during it. That's when we set up the fight shit afterwards.
But you talked to DDG on the stream,
yeah, I talked to him before that.
and it was all fine.
Nigga, I talked to this man on the phone.
Oh, because
cool.
Ak called me because Remo was watching the stream and clipped it, and I do think he screwed up a little bit because he said he titled it like DDG says that he would beat the shit out of OT Genasis. And when you actually watch what he's talking about, he
Didn't say nothing
He
like
like
that.
talks about the OT shit briefly, and then he's clearly like reading the chat, like responding to the chat, and he's like, "Man, I'll beat y'all motherfuckers up." It's like it was pretty obvious that like if he was talking about OT, he would have said like, "I would beat his ass up." Not like he's talking to the chat.
And mind you, I'm at the premiere. I'm in the theater. I get the text from Remo. He's like, I got some breaking news about to drop. And I'm like, and he sends me the OT shit. I'm like, I know that this shit ain't like that.
Right.
So like, you know, as soon as I leave, I hit up OT and I listened to it. I said, man, that nigga didn't say no shit like that. He was like, all right, because he didn't even know.
It was weird because Ak calls me on the thing, and for some reason DDG can't hear me, and I'm having the whole conversation with Ak,
No, he can hear you.
and he could hear Ak, but he couldn't hear me. So I don't know if he ever like watched it back or whatever. But meanwhile, that Instagram post made it look like we're like waging an anti-DDG campaign because that shit was so
I
clearly
mean, I
not
can
real.
see why it would look like that.
Yeah, so
I feel like we need to like look. I feel like it's really important for No Jumper to be a credible news
Right.
source, particularly in like the
Yeah.
world of hip hop.
2022 was a bad year.
We gotta be on top of game as far as.
And then too, like, I think you should interview DDG again if you'll do it.
maybe we could get Suicide to get us on the couch and we could cry it out.
Let it out, loved one.
I'm super down. It's just like it's really just an issue of probably one of us reaching out. It probably would need to be me since I'm the one who said something that offended him
I'll
in the
reach
first
out.
place.
Adam, are you capable of tears?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
When's the last time you cried?
Did you cry and Tony died?
Yeah.
That's the last time you cried?
Yeah, watching the Asian doctor put him down in front of me. No, I get fucking
That's terrible.
I gotta be.
Why I gotta be Asian? The Asian.
I can't be the
That's so
doctor.
hate-filled right there.
I don't know. He had glasses and he was Asian and he just came in my house all quiet and just stuck a needle in my cat and just made him go to sleep, and it was just weird. It's nothing to do with him being Asian. It's just like the only thing I remember about him. There's a video, I think, of him taking his last breaths. I don't know if I actually
Damn, Tony.
ever posted it, but
I want to see that.
So what makes you cry?
honestly, shit with people and their kids makes me cry. Like anything, like seeing like the show I keep talking about, Alone, that I watched, where they have to go away for a couple months and like live in the fucking wilderness, and just like seeing them reunite with their kid afterwards. I've like consistently fucking cried multiple seasons in a row watching this, just like making me think about how much I care about my kid and shit, and it just clobbers me over the
I
head
ain't gonna lie.
emotionally.
Every time at graduation for my fucking daughter,
Yeah.
like I remember her fucking first time I seen her cheerleading. I'm in there, like that hits me every time.
But what does she feel like? Because she doesn't get it, right? She probably just thinks you're
she
being
ain't
weird.
seen it.
Oh, she hasn't seen it.
Nah,
But what about tears of sadness? I'm not asking you what that was because you don't need to dig that deep, but I'm just curious.
For me, homies.
Yeah. When
you
people
seem
die,
but you seem more emotional.
But
though.
I'm numb to that shit now. Like,
Yeah.
I just recently had like a close homeboy die, and
Sorry to hear that, bro.
very sad. But I was just like you're so, and you know what's crazy? Me and you had that talk before too. It's like, you're so used to bad shit happening, and I try not to think like that no more. But you kind of like get ready for shit like that to happen.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like that's another thing that I've definitely cried a bunch of times in my adult life is like just when people die. But definitely I've lost a lot of people where I didn't cry, and it always kind of feels weird to not have that moment of just like really allowing yourself to be sad. But sometimes there's just so many motherfuckers dying that you just kind of like, it just happens and you just kind of end up moving along with your life a little too quickly.
Bro, I'm like weirdly numb when it comes to certain shit, just like AD was saying, but I'm also like an emo ass BZ that will like cry if there's not, if Popeyes is out of yellow BZ.
White Beezy. Jewish Beezy.
Jeezy.
Okay.
Young Jeezy. Old Jeezy.
Right.
If like Popeyes is out of business, I'll cry.
Like for reals?
No, but
If Popeyes went out of business, I would buy Popeyes because I have so much faith in the
Let me ask you,
in the future of that business.
when you were partaking in, you know, the drug rings and shit, did you ever get emotional and cry?
The drug rings.
I don't know.
Selling weight made you fucking cry.
well,
Said he was selling to Charlie Sheen.
I've always been.
Did you really?
Winning.
Yeah,
Oh, that's lit.
yeah.
I fucked some girls that he fucked, which is kind of
It's
scary.
that's not nothing good to brag about.
No, yeah, it's definitely not that cool, but because
We almost shared a bill like doing blow, and then like that same week found out that he had
The hive.
he had that HIV with cheese.
Yeah, I tweeted back in the day about how I fucked the same girl as him, and then it came out that he had AIDS, which I already knew.
Does he have AIDS or does he have HIV?
I don't know. What's the difference?
It's a big difference.
I'm not aware.
He's got supersized HIV.
Me and Charlie Sheen were probably at similar places in our life at that moment. We're doing equal amounts of coke and stuff.
He
Yeah,
like
in between 2.5 men as well.
There's no way.
Bars.
bro, like that fool Charlie Sheen.
Winning.
The amount of tail he's crawled through. Come on, let's keep it a stack. That fool's married to Denise Richards, and I think a lot of people that watch this pod might not understand the gravity that holds or what a piece she was back in the day. But that's like, as far as snow bunnies, that was like Iggy back then. You remember Denise Richards?
No.
You do, right, Josh?
Should we look her up?
Look up Wild Things, Denise Richards.
Oh, I used to jerk off to that movie when I was in like 8th grade.
Okay, that's what I'm talking. That's her. That's Shorty.
Bad.
That's not even. Those aren't good examples.
This is like her.
That's
now.
like recent. Look up
Yeah.
Wild Things, Denise Richards.
Oh yeah.
You know what's crazy? She kind of reminds me of what's it called now? She's like the new Denise then. Margaret Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Yeah, she got.
Yeah.
What a babe.
Yeah, we were definitely.
Yo, I still can like remember how hard my dick was beating off to that in high school.
We were
You're a
definitely.
sick fuck.
We're doing a lot of high velocity tugging on her
I was
behalf.
just keeping it a thou wow, bro. Hey, how do y'all feel about the death of the Monday show?
I think that it's.
They pulled the trigger. It wasn't me.
I think
Come
that
on,
it's-
them. He was part of it. You canceled this nigga.
no,
I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, it was Gina's idea. Gina wanted to do that, and
What do you think was the driving force behind that? I didn't really get to the bottom of that.
I think that Gina is more into doing the interviews. I don't think she was really getting I don't think it was really fun for her doing the Monday show at a certain point. In reality, she didn't even want to do it to begin with. That was Flakko's show, and then she was kind of asked to join. She never felt like it was her show. She was never dictating the direction. She would want to do production meetings and all that and be super into it. And maybe the energy wasn't being reciprocated. I know Suspect's got his own, he's got his own ideas and he's trying to get his own thing launched. I had a lot of fun doing it, but I'm more excited now about all the cool stuff that's in the canon for No Jumper, and Monday night's got a lot more potential, I feel like now.
The Monday restructuring is currently underway. Yeah.
I feel like it's been like a kind of, it's a tough time slot for No Jumper. Nothing's worked out as of yet on Monday.
We would have had a nice start to our Monday night content if this person did not get COVID. But
I was juiced for that, but you feel me? We gonna
one of the porn stars got COVID
we gonna make it make sense though at some point, right? Like or
sooner or later.
once those people fly back.
But you know what is the other thing though too is that it's like doing live stuff. Like we're doing the news live every day, and like we have a bunch of pods that we always do live. But I don't really like have that much of a desire to do everything live because YouTube is getting so fucking strict that it's like when we upload shit, it's just so fucking hard to get monetized.
I think people enjoy the live aspect of it though. The
I
audience,
know,
like,
but it
thrives
just
off of
it's-
it.
as a business, it sucks dick sometimes.
It's a lot though. It's a lot of live content.
Yeah.
Even though me and Josh, we were talking, me and Duno the other day, and Yuri, that shit was fun as fuck.
Hey, can you bring up the donations as well? Because this guy just donated $100 and said, "Read my dono before I file a dispute." And I don't even know what he's talking about. This is what I get. I open the chat so rarely on these Tuesdays, but I should do it more often, at least to check out the donos and everything. But, yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like just boycotting like the live element and just being like, let's just record everything in advance, just because then you can actually like edit the swears out or edit whatever out and get it
Make sure it get
monetized and shit.
monetized.
Because like literally, if we do an interview that gets like 1 million views or like 1.5 million views, I mean the difference between that thing having no ads and having a significant amount of ads is like ridiculous.
Well, look, I'm gonna need y'all both to keep it a full stack in these streets real quick. All right. Did y'all enjoy the Monday show?
I didn't watch it,
I
but
don't know if
shout
I've ever
out.
seen it. I've seen a couple.
Nah, but I fuck with all y'all on the show.
I mean,
That's not what I'm asking.
But to be fair, I don't watch nothing like back like that.
did that dude
Hey,
donate
so
before?
why
he
Lush
didn't even
leave Auntie?
donate. He capped
Hold
it.
on. I have an update.
Why
that's
Lush
his
leave
message.
Auntie hanging? She says she hungry.
Peep game.
Hey, listen, your execution to get it, flawless.
Check in.
execution after.
She just
Bah,
no.
Who's
it-
Auntie?
She one of
Ace girls,
she's
man.
Girl. No, check in.
What'd you do to her?
Ladies Night Tuesday.
I gamed her up
Community.
super tough on ladies' night, but I didn't want to. We talked a couple times, like on text and stuff, but I never, just because like motherfuckers been busy. But I will say this: today, conversation's been reignited.
I was very proud of Lush the way he spit.
Really?
Did his thing. Paul.
So they just
I got a
allowed
little
you to
riz.
shoot
You
your
went-
shot
you went
there?
crazy.
There was like an open platform for you to shoot your
You
shot?
gotta think about it. It was about to be 2 for 2. First house phone, then was gonna be Lush.
Damn, I gotta see
Come
her. I don't know
on.
what the fuck you're talking about. But
She a dope ass person, so I fucks with Shorty.
Auntie, man, cool person. I probably knew her since what, high school.
so this guy donated $5 7 hours ago and just got his question read during the middle of this.
Read my dono before I file a dispute.
But the
is
motherfucker-
that's the dono.
The last dono before that was a $10 super chat from Jugstar that said, "Adam, what advice do you have for a beginner porn star?"
What advice do you have?
I feel like I answered this a million times.
Yeah, you
but
did.
Keep your dick hard.
If you are like way above average in penis size, and if you are in really good shape and you're really good performance wise, dick wise, then you should find one hot chick that will let you film with her, put in work, film it, and that's your resume. And then you can go try to move on to other girls from there. Or they might just throw you in a gangbang, make you guy number 8. It's low pressure.
But I feel like, but then you're just like, there's a lot of dick comparison going on when there's just like dicks everywhere.
Yeah, but if you're going to be a male porn star, you're going to have to be able to keep it hard around 8 random fucking dudes with boners, which a lot of people can't. And that's part
If
of
they're
the game.
without boners, me being around 8 dudes seems like it'd be difficult to be aroused.
I think you'd love it.
I don't know. It just seems difficult.
Maybe on a Monday.
Is that what we gonna do now on Monday?
Oh, you can go live on the No Jumper Gangbang and we just have girls chew on your nuts.
Sounds amazing.
Just drape your balls on people's faces.
Speaking my language, sir.
I think it's a solid idea.
I know I signed that contract for a reason.
Yeah, they got you. You sold your soul.
I'm juiced.
Yeah. Anyway, we got anything else to talk about?
I got a piss bag.
Oh, look, his thing.
Go ahead.
AD, how much I got to donate on community to get an interview? I love that he gave us $200 to ask you that question.
For an interview?
Probably like $200.
Nah, I don't. We don't be doing interviews on community.
You be having guests?
No, we have guests, but it's more like homeboys and we just vibing and shit.
But I've heard somebody, I forget if it was Destiny or somebody else in that sort of like commentary space, basically say that like if somebody donates like $500, that they'll just like let somebody come on the stream and say whatever they're trying to say, and they'll just like give it a shot. Which I forget if it was Destiny or Mr.Girl or somebody. Like,
I'm down for that. Like, you know, like maybe like video chat or something. But I don't
$500. You'll let somebody talk to you on community for a half hour?
I'll give you one. You could do it for free. Just join the community game and where you're playing, Call of Duty or something. I'll let you talk to me and get your shit off.
Like, well, what if someone pays you $500, comes on the stream, and they're like, Heil Hitler?
Okay, you do that.
You gotta boot them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show Josh.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Josh wouldn't be feeling it. Bro, the other day I listened to Richard Spencer and Mr.Girl do an interview.
Mr.Girl.
What a combo.
Mr.Girl. Rape's okay, guys.
You think the world's a better place now that he's not on YouTube?
I mean, I didn't know who he was before that interview, and I don't know who he is now, other than he said rape was cool.
But he hates Destiny now, so I don't know if I can really fuck with him.
Wait, Destiny fucks with that guy?
They used to be cool.
Destiny don't seem like he's rocking with that dude. I can't see that.
I was just this Yadel's guy said I was just playing for real. I don't want an interview. I donate to Figmunity.
Figmunity
all the time. Y'all entertain me.
Let's go.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yadel.
What's this guy saying?
Thanks, Yadel.
Josh, what up? Shout out to Quincy as well. Shout out to Josh.
Shouts to Love versus Lust.
What's that? Your new porno you got coming?
He said he shouted out the gang one time.
Okay. All right. I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not doing content tomorrow, and then I'm doing like 4 interviews on Thursday. So
Let's get it.
Easy call.
Here we are. Everybody at home, what do we want to tell them to do? Go follow the No Jumper TikTok. Go follow Plug Talk Show on TikTok and Adam22 on TikTok. TikTok is everything. TikTok is life. And then, subscribe to the channel and everything if you're not yet, etc.
Should I make a TikTok? What the hell should I do on there?
Yeah, but to be honest, like, it took me years to like figure it out, like how to do well on there.
I need to like hire someone young and cool.
Before you even think about updating your TikTok, get TikTok and spend like an hour a day just scrolling through the feed and just seeing what's on there. And you have to like...
It has a nice algorithm.
The algorithm is extreme. It's the methamphetamine of algorithms.
You're speaking my language,
It's not like, you know how you tweet something and you just feel like 1,000 people are going to see it? Or like, how many followers on Twitter you got?
Like 29,900.
But when you tweet something, don't you feel like a very small percentage of them are going to see it?
Tiny.
Yeah. But on TikTok, it's like even tinier percentage are going to see it unless it does well in the algorithm. And then maybe 1 million people will see it.
Which is weird.
It's like gambling.
I posted some hat shit on there and it went crazy. I don't know why.
But is that your only thing on there?
No, it was like a couple things, but I posted another hat thing and it did.
Yeah, so many people have that experience of like posting a TikTok, getting a couple 100,000 views, and then all their other TikToks do like 200 views.
Isn't but Duno's super good at it, right?
Duno knows what he's doing on there.
He's definitely got a good fan base on it. For me, that man on the street shit that we're doing at AVN's has just been going absurd. I'm right now looking at a Plug Talk TikTok that has 8 million views that we got while we were out there.
And that's crazy that like y'all, I guess you edit everything out so there's no real like
you got to edit this so much. You can't smoke. You can't show weed. You can't show a cigarette. You can't show a beer. You can't like anything. And that's another thing. That's another thing that's like tuning my brain towards not swearing is that whenever I'm doing anything for TikTok, I think so much about not swearing. The algorithm, bro. It's fucking us up. You see that Joe Budden added Melissa Ford and Queen's Flip?
Queen's Flip's funny as fuck.
Now they have 5.
Great panelists.
They have 6 people on mic now.
Shouts to my dog Flip. That's what's up.
Actually makes me want to listen to it
Flip
just so I can
funny as
hear how
fuck.
they get along.
And Melissa Ford, she was doing her thing. She was doing her thing with Jason Lee.
Okay,
at
but
that time.
are you actually going to become a consistent listener?
I mean, if it's good content, yeah.
But you have to actually listen to find out.
Shouts to Budden.
Check it out.
That's a big investment to click on a 2-hour.
I like Queen's
podcast.
Flip though. He's funny as.
So that makes you more likely to check it out.
Yeah, because I want to see what the fuck he got to talk about.
Especially
I want to
'cause
see.
you told
I'm
me-
used to that nigga just.
I just want to see what the
grabbing people and shit.
chemistry is with 6 people because it could very easily.
Oh, that's the
be
real
a
main
fucking,
cast now?
Yes.
a lot of people.
Oh,
It could very easily be like a fucking complete and total mess, realistically, you know?
And you told me Budden shouted me out on y'all interview, so that's love for him.
Well, I was actually very disappointed in our Reddit as well as the Joe Budden Reddit because me and Joe Budden did his Amped show, right? And so we had like a really good in-depth conversation for over an hour. And then I was just assuming that somebody would be recording it and would put it up on YouTube or the Reddit. Nothing. And we had a lot of we were talking about sex play. We were talking about white dude humor versus black dude humor. Lots of stuff. He got mad at me for like joking around too much about Dana White hitting his wife and stuff. And then
No one recorded it?
I didn't see it anywhere.
me and Wayno did one too.
There was only like, I think I only saw like 350 people watching when I was watching it. So I guess it's not that surprising that nobody recorded it. Or maybe they make it hard to screen record. I was going to go live on Twitch while I did it, but then I was like, somebody else will record it.
Damn.
Yeah, you usually only do poker.
But it doesn't archive anything. But if I had recorded it, then I would still have it, but it would have been pretty annoying holding my
They
phone
got
up.
young boy shit though.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
screen recording those.
I
for
thought
sure.
I was quick. I thought me plus Joe Budden was as important as Young Boy. Turns out, not even close.
You're just a fucking Schwab in a dick hole.
Brendan Schwab couldn't hold it down. All right, I'm good.
Let's get it.
Lil John, I make your bitch get low and when she put a Schwab in my dick hole.